All right, yo everyone, you're listening to Filmmaker Mike and the boys. Joining me for this episode is Jester,
I'm up. I'm awake now, guys.
Kuya,
What fucking time?
and Pinhead.
Dead or alive, you're coming with me.
All right, so our last episode was pretty much we recorded May 3rd, but that was uploaded I think May 4th or a few days after. And then at that time we were just about wrapping up the Maul season one of Maul Shadow Lord.
Hmm.
uh, or as I've heard, and I thought it was quite eloquently described, it's the Penguin of Star Wars. It's the
Oh,
Penguin on HBO Max of Star
God.
Wars, because
Wow, really?
it's crime lord. It's syndicate. It's all that seedy stuff, and I'm like, you know what? That makes sense. That
All
makes
right.
sense.
I'll
Yeah,
take it as a
yeah,
compliment.
yeah. But yeah, Maul Shadow Lord, fantastic season one. They did tease season two coming soon. Um, Other than that, that's it. But that coming soon can be, later this
4
year
years from
in
now.
the fall, yeah,
Yeah.
or early. But then I don't think it's early next year because it's from what we've heard, Ahsoka season two was pushed back to early next year.
Yeah, that was also
So
coming soon, remember?
right.
Yeah.
We were expecting that one. I think yeah, we were expecting that one to drop later this year. So I think that one got pushed back, and it looks like Maul may have moved up and taken that spot. So if anything, we may be getting Maul later this year. At least that's what from what they were teasing. I mean, and
That
what
would
we've
be
heard.
nice.
Yeah, excuse me. And then of course nothing on May 4th, no that leaked supposed a screenshot of
Oh, please.
stuff to drop. Nothing. No Ahsoka teaser. No Jedi Survivor or 3 or whatever. Nothing. Um
I wonder if there was any truth to any of that stuff.
right? Yeah.
Like the tales of Luke Skywalker,
That too. Yeah,
you know?
nothing. Nothing so far. But hey, it is opening weekend for The Mandalorian and Grogu. And it's really interesting because, of course, we got this show. This is the show that pretty much helped launch Disney Plus back in 2019, and back then, of course, it was only called The Mandalorian.
Yeah.
And I do remember seeing a spoiler for a young Baby Yoda character, but for whatever reason, I forgot it. Totally forgot about that. We were actually out of town. We were in Seattle on vacation, and everyone was asleep. I was up because it was November 11th, the day I think it was a Thursday, and the premiere of The Mandalorian was supposed to drop on a Friday, and it was already like I guess this is when they dropped it 9 p.m. Pacific, midnight 12 a.m. East Coast time. So I even recorded it. I posted it on my Star Wars TikTok as I started playing The Mandalorian, and lo and behold, of course, at the end of that episode, we got introduced to Baby Yoda, of course, now known as Grogu, and the rest is history. I I was we watched it Thursday night. I brought the family with me, and we had a blast. Lots of people in the theater, lots of kids, which is really cool to see. And it seemed like a lot of people were laughing, a lot of stuff. You know, I think it's safe to say, like, yes, this was a safe bet. They went with a safe route, especially since the last time Star Wars was on the big screen, it was the quote unquote end of the Skywalker saga. And of course, they soon regretted that decision to end the Skywalker, but oh, let's go back to it because people like that stuff. Um, but uh I was very pleased with the movie because I thought it was genuinely a lot of fun. Yes, it was a safe bet, but what they needed right now was really a safe play, and I thought they did it well because it's an enjoyable movie. Um, the wife and kids enjoyed it a lot. They're not hardcore fans like I am, But we basically watched all seasons of Mandalorian. But of course they can't remember a lot of the stuff that's happened because it's been, a good how many years since the last season. But I think it was good that we did take a break, and now that, we get to enjoy these characters on the big screen. I really like the story that they did, and the fact that, I didn't think that Rota would be a big part in it, but I thought it worked well. And the fact that, we got a new twist on a character where, and it's all about, like, fathers and sons, and Rada not wanting to anything to do with his father's past and his history. He wants to be his own hut. So I thought that was cool. I really enjoyed it. And the fact that, and what I find interesting is a lot of people, well, mostly the haters, are complaining there's no stakes. It didn't change the galaxy. It didn't do anything drastic. And I'm like, well, if you look at it, are we gonna go spoilers here? Are we talking spoilers?
So I've seen it. I feel like with the theater, with how many people were in it, people saw it that wanted to see it. I have a feeling there's a lot of people that just don't care.
Right.
So I say we send it, do spoilers.
Yeah, so I mean, Mando takes out two Imperial warlords.
Maybe I don't want any spoilers.
That's a good one.
Oops.
Damn it.
Oops.
God
But yeah, I
damn
mean,
it.
he takes out two Imperial warlords. I mean, that still makes a big dent in what the Empire is trying to do. And now he's pretty much solidified himself. Like, even if he says he's not with the New Republic, he's pretty much on their side. I mean, he's helping them out. So I think that's still significant. I think it sets something up, something interesting. We're supposed to get the continuation of this story in some sense, in Ahsoka season 2, because that connects within the same timeline here. And Dave Filoni did tease there's going to be big war battles and everything. It's much bigger in season 2, so it'll be interesting what that story continues from. I don't think we're going to see Mando or Grogu in that, but hey, who knows? I was hoping for maybe some character teases or some cameos. Nothing. But you know what? I also thought, that's fine, because we don't want this to turn into the Marvel, the MCU, and Soup's, peeing his pants when he's not even a Star Wars fan.
He already did.
I don't want that.
The fucker peed his pants already.
I don't want that, and I'm
going for nothing.
And I actually thought, you know what? Hey, good for Favreau and Filoni, because they could have taken the easy route and said, "Hey, we're gonna put Boba Fett here. We're gonna, I kind of wish that, we
but they did that.
I mean, I kind of wish that we didn't get Luke Skywalker in the series. I kind of wish they would have saved it for the big screen, because I think saving a character like Luke, or even Boba Fett, or perhaps, I mean, bring him back. I mean, they could have easily done. I was thinking that they were going to do a greatest hits of season 1. Remember season 1? Whenever you thought everything, and then here's all that we're gonna sprinkle in, all the characters and love in season 2, but they didn't. They could have taken that easier route, but they didn't. So I respect them all the more for that. I thought the story was well done and it was enjoyable. I loved that we got to see new ships, we got to see new creatures, we got to see, of course, new characters as well, but more so. I was very impressed with the nice thing about this is now we have a movie budget, and everyone says, "Oh, it's just 3 or 4 episodes stitched together." Yes, sure, you could say that, yeah, because we started this from a TV show. But the budget for the movie, it shows here. The effects are much better. The creatures, everything looks way better than watching it on a TV screen. And the fact that they heavily relied on the volume in those earlier seasons. I think they may have used it in here as well. But this is also the first Star Wars movie to be filmed entirely in Los Angeles. They actually filmed the entire thing in LA, which is unheard of, because back in the George Lucas days,
Tunisia. They went to Tunisia.
They actually went to Tunisia and they actually filmed episodes 2 and 3 in Australia. Most of it in Fox Studios in Australia. But of course, they went to certain locations around the world. But I was still very impressed for what they came up with. The budget for this was 165 million, and I'm actually surprised because it's now on track for 102 million for this weekend, which was much better than the initial projection. The initial projection was around 80 million. And then I guess they were saying on the Hollywood Reporter, they were saying that what helped the box office for this movie for this weekend was the Saturday where families were coming out. And you didn't just have, it wasn't just mom and dad. It was mom and dad and the
Yeah,
kids,
Memorial Day
you know.
weekend.
Right. And then Memorial Day weekend too. Tomorrow is a holiday. So, there's no school. So there's still going to be, a good chance of more people coming in. And
For
then,
some people.
or some people. And then globally, it's at 165 already globally.
That's not
So,
bad.
I think it's doing well. I think it's doing better than I thought it would. But hey, overall, it's a fun Star Wars movie. It is the first Star Wars movie with no lightsabers at all. I was kind of hoping that, are we gonna get a glimpse of Grogu in the future? Is he gonna see a lightsaber or something? Give me something. Like, give me, because we've got Mandalorian a lot already. Grogu's a Mandalorian, yes, but he's still using the Force. So there's still a part of him that, that has to connect with that. But no lightsabers. So I'm like, okay, that's fine. That's okay. There's a first for
Hey, Mike.
everything. Yeah.
Um, the solo movie had a lightsaber.
Yes, it did.
With
Darth Maul.
Maul at the very end.
Darth Maul. Darth Maul
Oh
showed off
yeah,
his lightsaber.
the very end, at the very fucking
Because they were afraid that no one would know who he was if he didn't, make it grow.
Yeah.
Jesus fucking Christ.
Or then you also had a bunch of people who, never watched the Clone Wars. And so, they never saw Darth Maul return. And so, years later, they're just watching Solo. They're like, oh, this is young Han Solo. Great. That's his girlfriend. There's Chewie. And then there's this rat, there's fucking, what's his name? Haymitch. What's his name? Woody Harrelson. There's Woody Harrelson. He's teaching Han Solo, giving him his blaster, all that stuff. And hey, who's that guy? Is that Darth
Oh,
Maul?
it's
Is that
Satan.
Lando?
Yeah.
Is that Lando?
Yeah, is that Lando? You know. But yeah,
Okay.
the only thing that I thought like, yeah, you know what, they could have done better on that was Jester did mention that Sigourney Weaver was very underused. Um
Well, that's not necessarily what I said, but
oh, okay, okay. Well, that's kind of what I guess that's what I thought
that's
of.
how you took it.
Yeah, that's how I took it.
Okay, all right.
I feel like she was very underused. Sure, cool. She's flying an X-wing. Great. We need to see. Of course, you gotta show her that. I would have loved to have seen her in an actual action sequence with Grogu, because that was the thing that got her into saying yes to this movie, because she thought Grogu was the most absolute, adorable thing.
Not
I
the
would have
fat
loved
check that came with it.
I would have loved to have seen her
Yeah,
with
it was
a.
the bag that got her
Oh
in.
yeah, that
She
too, of
she
course.
don't she can say all that shit she wants. She's notoriously known for not doing a project unless the fat bag is dropped. So I don't want to hear that shit. She did it for the loot.
Right.
Because I know what you're saying, Mike, though. I mean, she had
Oh yeah, yeah, yeah.
what, a couple lines of dialogue and then the
Yeah,
X-wing there at
I
the
was
end.
I was hoping for more of her character, like, but now I'm like, am I gonna buy the action figure? I'll buy it when it hits at Ross
I'm
for
sure you
seven
did.
ninety nine. When
I'm
I
sure you will.
when it hits Ross for
Yeah.
7.99, I
Yeah.
ain't buying it for 25 bucks, you know.
Mm.
Yeah.
But that little part, there's a section of the movie where it's just Grogu. Grogu's on his own adventure, and he's like, this kid's grown up. This kid has experienced a lot. And like, he's doing his own thing. I'm like, this is fucking awesome. It is brilliant. It is beautiful, and it's
Is
nice
he
to see.
talking or is he like grumbling like a little bitch again?
He's still
Uh,
he's still grumbling. He's still
he's
grumbling.
grumbling, but he's actually like yeah, what's the word? Independent.
Yeah,
Mm.
he's learned a lot.
Like he's
Yeah,
independent.
yeah.
Yeah.
So he has his teen angst already. Got it.
No,
No,
there's no teen angst.
there's no teen angst.
And what
Mm.
got me was when he was building
Yoda's hut.
Yoda's hut. I'm like, oh shit, it's in their species to build this shit.
Uh-huh.
And I'm like, wow, that's cool.
And to find
That's
a
cool.
staff.
And when he's walking with the staff, and I'm like, oh my god, this is young little. Yeah, it's basically like it's a foreshadowing of And I'm like, when is he gonna have the lightsaber? Like but of course
What
not in this movie. You know,
what is the species of Gorgoroth and Yoda?
We don't know.
we don't know.
Of
And
They
course
don't
we
have the
don't.
name. They don't have the
well,
name.
and frankly, I don't want to know.
I don't want to know
don't want to
either.
know. There's
Yeah.
already so much about Star Wars that we know that's one of the few things that George Lucas has kept
It's a nice
unknown.
mystery.
Exactly. Like there
Don't
has to be some
worry,
mystery.
Disney will fuck that up too.
Yeah.
Yeah, Lord, hopefully
man.
they don't.
They
Right.
will.
The
Yeah.
species is called Gregorians. Gregorians.
But yeah,
So
I
Yoda's real name is Yoda Gregorian.
I do remember we were having this conversation, Jester, a few episodes ago. Like, who's the bad guy in this movie?
Yeah,
And
remember what I threw out there with the rumors?
right,
Yeah.
yeah. But yeah, I mean, I thought it worked. I thought it was cool.
Yeah.
Um, like I said, you can depend
What
on
else?
John. You can depend on John Favreau to make a very watchable, entertaining movie.
It
I
wasn't
mean,
Thrawn,
yeah.
was it?
No, it's not Thrawn.
No,
It's not
it's
Thrawn.
not Thrawn.
If this was Thrawn, you would have seen spoilers. You would have seen
Yeah.
people flipping out all over.
There
And
was
then
no mention of Thrawn, period.
no mention
There,
of
there
Okay.
was
Thrawn.
there was no mention of Thrawn. There was no mention of overall Imperial plan.
Nothing.
There was
Yeah.
nothing.
Nothing yet, man. Okay.
Yeah.
They kept this very close knit.
And what's the nice thing about this is you don't have to have seen any of the seasons of Mandalorian. You can just go into this and just watch this movie
Yeah.
standalone, and
You
you
don't
would
have
still,
to see any
you-
Star Wars.
yeah, you would still understand it. You would still know like what's going on.
Yeah.
So, and I thought that's cool that they approached it that way because for many kids or even many other people who have never, may have just thought, you know what, I'll go check out that Mandalorian and Grogu movie. Then that's an entry point, and then it gets them sucked into the universe. So that's cool. But yeah, supposedly what happened was they were working on season 4 of the Mandalorian, and then I think the writer's strike happened, and they had to just put a full stop on all that work.
John was done actually.
Or yeah, he
He
was
was
done.
done.
But someone mentioned something that they were John was mentioning that he was working, or they were working on it, and then the writer's strike happened, and then they
Yeah.
had to put a full stop on all the work, and then when everything got back into it again, that's when they said, you know what, I think it's time to bring this to the big screen, and
It
so
was
that's
it was Bob Iger.
right,
When he came back, he said we need to have something in the movies.
right.
And then scrap season 4, put it on the big screen.
Yeah, and I mean, hey, I'm all for the safe bet. The what I like about it the most is that it's an entertaining movie, and you're seeing a lot of people, a lot of fans who are enjoying it for what it is. But of course, there's still a small portion of the quote unquote fandom who is like, it was boring, and I'm like, okay, can we rewind back to 2019? Let's rewind back to 2019. After The Last Jedi, before The Rise of Skywalker, The Mandalorian dropped. And when The Mandalorian dropped, it captured fans' attention because it basically got everyone excited. It was a completely new thing. And yet Jon Favreau was doing his own interpretation on Star Wars, and it got the fandom excited. It really did. I remember that. And and at the time when we had to see when we were going through the aftermath of Last Jedi before Rise of Skywalker and everything ending, The Mandalorian was a bright light throughout that time for a lot of fans. So now it's interesting that there's a small portion of like oh, it sucked, it wasn't fun, it was boring, and I'm like, dude, what did you watch?
Well, I think it came
know?
from the fact of them.
Expectations.
Well, no, I think what happened was season 3 was kind of a letdown because they backpedaled on Grogu's journey with Luke because of the cash cow he was. And then it felt like The Mandalorian became a cash cow in general. It was just bring in money. It stopped being about the story because the story was actually quite interesting. Season 1 and 2 was fantastic, and it seemed like it had a destination at the end of the tunnel. But then season 3 came out and it had some cool lore stuff, and there was some, there was Jack Black and Lizzo, but we won't talk about that. And then
Let's talk about it.
it just
It's
kind of
fun.
fell off that they ended the season with them kicking their feet up. So it was like, okay, well, I guess they're kind of done for right now. And then so I feel like for people to expect anything else other than what we got is a little bit I don't know, ignorant, or maybe I don't know. Like I expected what we got. I'm not upset in any way about that, but it's just the way season 3 ended. I feel like it'd be dumb to expect huge storyline, that has an ending to something a little bit more outside of what people are used to. No, it was just a Mandalorian goes, kills bad guys, and there's like a crime story going on, and that's it. There's
Well,
nothing really to it.
it's not even just that. Like season three was a misfire, but it's still popular to hate Star Wars right now. There's a contention of
Hmm.
people that don't want to hear it. This movie could have been the Citizen Kane of fucking Star Wars, and there's gonna be a whole contention of people that don't are gonna say Disney Star Wars under Kathleen Kennedy has always been shit. I mean, Dave Filoni's getting backfire now. Where there are people out there that are like, Dave Filoni's a fucking hack. And the Acolyte did not help matters any. The
Yeah,
Acolyte really, season three of The Mandalorian was bad for a lot of people. But when the Acolyte did what it did, and a lot of people didn't like the Skeleton Crew,
which is a
and a
shame. That was
lot of
quite
people
good.
didn't like season two of Andor. You have
Yeah,
those consecutive back to back to backs. That gives gasoline on the fire to these guys out here that refuse to like anything Star Wars. You could have Princess Leia in her slave Leia outfit in her prime give them a fucking blowjob, and they would still say it's
Like, man,
garbage Star Wars.
yeah. I
So
I don't disagree with that. Yeah,
it's not just season three the reason why people don't didn't are down on this fucking movie. It's because there's a huge contention and they're not a silent majority. They're not a silent minority. There is a huge cult of people out there that love to trash this shit. They make money off of videos on YouTube and
right.
fucking Kick and Twitch and all this shit, all their platforms. It is a huge lucrative business to make videos out of this. I know tons of guys that bought themselves and their mothers' houses off of the fucking off of the revenue they've come from monetization of single-handedly just trashing Star Wars.
Yeah,
It's a lucrative thing to do. That's why Mandalorian and Gorgoroth, this movie's gonna be the worst. Another shit Star Wars.
Yeah.
So that's
yeah,
never gonna go away. Even if Kathleen Kennedy were to step down right now and make it official and she's never coming back, those same people would go, well, it's too little too late. Disney already fucked up Star Wars and it's never coming back to the
Yeah.
diamond. Because I hear this shit all the time.
yeah, yeah.
There's two sides. There are two sides of obnoxious fans. And they're either, it fucking sucks. Or there's the other side of, this is the greatest thing that's ever come to pass since blowjobs and getting head and eating pussy. Like, this is the greatest thing that'll ever be, and there's nothing that can beat it. And both sides are fucking obnoxious. So
Yeah.
it's never going to change. That's why I always get mad at these people because I'm like, come over here to Star Trek land and eat on off our plates and see what grot you're getting. You will go back over to Star Wars and you'll go, Kathleen, you're
I'm
a
sorry.
genius. Compared to Kurtzman, you're a fucking genius.
Yep.
Yeah,
So I don't want to hear it.
someone said that this movie, The Mandalorian and Grogu, was worse than The Rise of Skywalker, and I was
I
just
heard
like,
Get the
that
fuck
too.
Yeah,
out of
I
here.
that's
heard that
Get
too.
no,
wild.
no, no, no.
and now
I
when
haven't seen I haven't seen Mandalorian and Grogu yet, but I can attest to you, The Mandalorian and Grogu is like 10 times better than that fucking piece of shit.
And now I'm not saying The Rise of Skywalker is a terrible film.
It
It
I
is.
was.
For
It is.
me personally, I still enjoy it. I'll still watch it because that was the continuing story. Now, could it have been a better movie? Sure. Yeah.
Yes,
Yeah.
yes.
Yeah. You know?
Somehow it could be a
Yeah.
better movie.
Could
I heard a similar. I watched a similar video where a guy had been trashing the Last Jedi for ever since it came out. No, it's not Jester. This guy's been trashing this shit, and after he saw Mandalorian and Grogu, he's like, "The Last Jedi." I take my the Last Jedi's Godfather compared to Mandalorian and
That's
Grogu.
so
I'm like,
bull.
"There's no way. There's no
So
way.
bull.
There's
That
no
is
way.
so
That's an
lame.
there's no. I haven't even
Nah.
seen the movie yet, and I can tell you that's
It
bullshit."
it is
yeah.
being overhated. Like again with what Mike's saying is that I saw
Yeah,
some two
it's
boobs
overhated.
talking
See,
online going, I want to apologize for my hatred of the Phantom Menace because, and it's like, shut up, dude. You guys are so
dude,
stupid.
everybody hated fucking the Phantom Menace when it first came out, except for
Yeah,
like
it's like,
the loyal
shut up,
fans, dude.
man. It's like, shut up. I'm so
Yeah.
sick and tired of
Yep.
it. Like, it, I think, I don't know. I agree with Pinhead on the point that like it's probably just an aspect of it's a good idea to hate it right now because it's the newest
Right,
Star Wars
right.
in theaters. You know what I mean? Because like
Yeah.
it's the first time something's been in the theaters since Solo, right?
No, since the
Since
Yeah,
Rise of
Rise of Nut
Skywalker.
Job.
Oh yeah,
Yeah,
oh
since
the Rise
Rise
of
of
yeah.
Skywalker.
Skywalker. Almost seven
So,
years.
Yeah.
But
So yeah,
and
yeah,
so
but
again, going with what Dave Filoni has said and John Favreau, what they understand, Star Wars has always been for kids. Because when George Lucas
yep,
created the original Star Wars, it was supposed to be for kids. It just
yep,
so happened that it's a classic story of good and evil that it also captured even the adults or whatever
yep.
age you are. It captures your
And
attention and
and
your
that's where the fucking
imagination.
problem lies. That's where the fucking problem lies because all of these adults and like big kids and all these things, like their opinions count more because it's not for children or it's not supposed to be for children. It's supposed to be for them because their head canon is fucking top tier compared to their to
And
what the
that,
creators are saying.
and that's
Y-
illogical because that's true.
Yeah,
Even
it's
I know this
stupid.
shit was destined was produced for kids because George Lucas wanted to
The
fucking get them
toys,
toys and coloring books off the fucking
the
shelves.
toys, the
That was
lunchboxes.
this is the fact that
Jeez.
the fact that this is a debate tells me how brain dead some of you Star Wars fans out here really are because it's pathetically sad. Like you were a kid in the 70s when it came out. Maybe at best you were a teenager. And now that you're in your late 50s to early 60s, because it's not
You,
being done your way, like Kuya said, your head
yep,
canon, it sucks.
yep.
There's a difference between bad
Same thing.
writing. There's a difference between having ear-scrapingly poor dialogue and bad writing like we got over here. I don't like to keep doing this, but you can come over to our side of the Star Trek where it is blatantly terrible. And then the other side of the coin where you're just being hateful to hate because your head it Luke didn't become the uber master Jedi that I had written in my Twilight
Hmm.
fan fiction that I wrote 12 years ago.
Exactly.
Like, give it a rest.
This actually reminds me of Freddie Prinze Jr.'s famous rant on Star
Yep,
Wars fans,
yep, yep.
which
Exactly.
goes to show. And
It's
actually,
true.
it also with the recent season finale of Maul, a lot of fans. So spoilers for if anyone hasn't seen it yet. Uh,
I
Darth Va-
haven't.
Darth Vader shows up and
No.
and in the best intro, and he doesn't even say anything. You can just hear him breathing, and he's just whacking at everyone with his lightsaber. um and Maul, like you actually sense the fear in Darth Maul, that he's like, oh my god, who the hell is this is someone else, this is not an Inquisitor. And a lot of fans were complaining that Maul was beaten by Darth Vader. Like he could not, but then people brought
Well,
up Freddie Prinze Jr.'s famous video where that Maul's character is never destined to succeed.
Yeah.
He's
Yep.
always set up to fail.
Yep. Always pushing the
Uh,
rock up the hill.
yes. Yeah, what character is
He
that?
was
Or,
Sisyphus.
It's a Greek
yes,
mythology.
Sisyphus. Yes, yes,
He was
yes.
Sisyphus.
Thank you. Yeah, yeah, yeah. So I just thought that was hilarious that people were like disappointed and frustrated, like, why did Darth Maul not even get to
Are you
fight Darth
kidding
Vader?
me?
Like,
When Vader
Dude,
shows up, it's no
it's
one
fucking
wins.
Anakin
right, right,
Skywalker.
right.
It's the second greatest fucking, or actually not second, the third greatest fucking lightsaber duelist in the goddamn galaxy.
Yeah, and it's like, and he's a scene stealer, so you have to use him wisely. And I
Right.
felt like
And
they
he's like
used him
seven
very
foot
wisely.
tall goddamn robot with like robot arms
Yeah,
and fucking like he didn't even use the forms. He was just like dog piloting. Like he was
he's
like
a tank.
whacking. He was
He was just a
whacking.
tank.
He
Right.
was
And
just
that's
whacking the
and
shit out
that's
of
what
this lightsaber.
Filoni perfectly said when anytime he's going to bring in a character like Darth Vader, they have to be used and brought in for a very important and specific reason, not
Yep.
just because, just for the sake of bringing that character in. And I thought he was used very well. Um,
It,
you
it
know,
was spot on. Like the fights, like the struggle that Maul and everybody had. Like they had a difficult time with fucking first brother and soul brother number nine or whatever the fuck their names are. You know what I mean? But but
the
but like
Crow and
you know
Marok.
yeah, whoever. Okay, they but then like they just showed like how intensely different the levels are for the Inquisitors versus fucking Vader. And
Soul
like
Brother number 9. What the
I don't know,
fuck?
fucking I don't know their names, dude. No, but what I'm saying is like all these people complaining about like oh Maul because all the Maul fans are like oh geez he could have put on a fight. He was fucking injured the first like at the very beginning anyways.
Right.
Like everybody was targeting his fucking artificial leg the whole entire time. He was getting tagged but like that, and fucking Vader noticed it, so Vader kept pushing it at that level. He can't handle that kind of shit, man.
Right.
He was
And
smart enough. He was smart enough to back away, and then let the little Jedi Master, all state dude, fucking, fight him.
yeah,
Right,
when Jedi Master Iko Diodaki got a shot in on Vader's shoulder,
right, right.
it pissed him off even more, and he was like, "What
Exactly,
the fuck?"
and he's
Like,
like, "What the hell is it?" Whatever.
yeah, yeah,
Exactly.
yep. And so yeah,
But
and then one of the things that I also loved in that sequence was when what's her name? Um,
Devin.
Devin, yes. Devin is like off, like she's like trying to like get away or something. She's like in a cavern or like
mm,
in a cave,
Yeah.
and then you don't hear anything, and then out of nowhere, Vader is breathing, and he slices at her. Like, and it reminded me of Empire Strikes Back when
yep,
Vader is fighting Luke. Luke is like on the catwalk. He's in a tunnel. He's looking for Vader. You don't hear anything. And
yep,
so Vader was holding his breath, and for him to hold
Yeah.
his breath, that's very painful. But I think and this is only the timeline of this is a year after Revenge of the Sith.
Yeah.
So but maybe within that year, yeah, he's definitely honed and he's learned to like
yeah.
hold his breath, even if that
But
gives him away.
he's
That's
still
pretty.
angry and shit, dude.
Oh
He's
yeah,
prime Vader at this point.
yeah,
Yeah,
yeah. So
Yeah.
that was fantastic. It's just interesting and amusing at the same time when
so
so-called fans don't realize or don't understand.
Yeah.
Like, you know,
quick question for you two who are I guess experts in Star Wars. The young or the old Jedi Master that got killed, right? With all state dude.
Iko
Um,
Diodaki.
he doing Obi-Wan's
Yes.
form?
Yes. Very at the
He
very
is,
end
right?
there.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, he did.
And that's why he tagged he got a tag on Vader, right? Because he did the Obi-Wan shit.
Well, because he's very it's a very defensive form, so it makes sense that he got a tag on Vader doing strictly the defense.
I knew it.
Yeah.
When I saw it too, and I was like, "Wait, I know this move." And then all of a sudden, and then Vader got tagged, and then Vader went nuts. I think
Yeah.
Vader probably remembered or
It
something.
triggered him.
That,
Yeah, he was
yeah,
reminded. That's how he was beaten.
and
That
then
that that was Form 3 Soresu. So
Soressa. Okay, okay, Form 3.
we got to say that in because
To really bring out the
Fucking
nerd.
nerds.
yeah, because
Fucking nerds.
someone listening might be like, "You better say it. You better
You
say the
better
form."
stay.
But
I'm
yeah,
just I don't know. I just know Form
Actually,
7 Vapad,
guys,
so that's all I know. Form
yeah.
7 Vapad, so the one that Mace Windu fucking invented.
But yeah, just to wrap up my thoughts and my review of the Mandalorian and Grogu, I thought it was a lot of fun, which is what Star
Mm.
Wars should be.
Yep.
Um, very entertaining. I give it a solid 4.5 out of 5. And it's
I thought you said 4.5 out of 10.
four. No,
he wouldn't dare
four
do that.
4.5 out of 5. Really enjoyed it, and I would like to see it again on the big screen before it leaves, at least. And I would like to see these characters again. It seems like this may be the last time. They make it seem like or the way Favreau was talking, like he's been working on this for like how many years now. It seems like he may be stepping away and moving on to other things. I understand that, but at least Filoni's there, and he's still going to oversee all of this. I would still like to see more of the Mandalorian Grogu in the future, you know. But who knows? We'll see what happens. Filoni did say that it leaves everything wide open for them to do what they can do with the universe. That there's a lot that they can do. So I'm very optimistic
I
about
mean,
Yeah,
they
it.
he
should.
still needs to. He still needs to keep that Happy Hogan paycheck in the MCU. That's what he's stepping away.
But yeah, Jester, what did you think of the Mandalorian and Grogu?
Oh, here we go.
Um,
Where's my beer? Where's my beer?
Yeah. Um, I gotta say my theater experience was a little sad. I'm not gonna lie. I went in expecting like more people. My theater only had like a couple rows of people, and it
Which
wasn't.
theater
Oh,
did you go to?
I went to Cinemark in Summit.
Oh, okay, okay.
Did you go to that one or did you go to Legends?
Yeah, we went to Summit. Yeah,
Okay.
yeah,
It might have been because I was doing an 8:20 showing
right.
at
And it's
PM,
just technically it's a school night still.
That's
So
true. That's
yeah,
true.
yeah.
Um, but yeah, I was like, oh man, for opening night of a Star Wars movie, this looks a little sad. Not gonna lie. But yeah, it was I guess I'll start with nitpicks first, and then I'll go to I'll end it with a happy note. There was two nitpicks that I was like really like it took me out. The first one was that there was opening credits
Mm,
like
mm.
with the actors' names and stuff.
hmm
My Star Wars nerdum got a little pissed off with that because it seems so like out of it made the movie feel like a generic movie. It didn't make it feel like a Star Wars movie. Like I don't think we've ever gotten opening credits.
No, never.
Yeah, see that irks me, dude. That like really upsets me for whatever reason. Uh and then I think Sigourney Weaver was a fat waste of money in this movie. Like, and I mean that with all due respect. But and I also think that her acting was just so phoned in. Like it felt lazy at times. I was like, okay.
it usually is
I was
nowadays.
like, wow, dude, that was kind of like she could like literally she could have been casted by anybody else. And I wouldn't even have noticed.
Mhm.
So I thought that was a massive disappointment. My wife hated Jeremy Allen White's voice
Oh
for
no.
for Rod of the Hutt, like hated it. She's like, dude, like she's like, we've heard Zero the Hutt talk and Clone Wars, and she's like, I'd rather take that over Jeremy Allen White as Rod of the Hutt. It's like it makes no sense. And I was like, well, it also kind of sounded phoned in, if I'm not gonna lie. But I think that might be an issue with directing because Dave directed this, correct, Mike?
Which one?
No,
He
Favreau directed
That
Favreau
this.
road.
directed the movie,
Are you
but
sure?
I do
Yes, positive.
I do know. I think Dave Filoni's name came up in the credits as first or second. What's that? I'm trying to think of the term. Second unit or something like that.
First AD.
Yeah.
Because I like oh my God, like the first Warlord has some of the most Disney Channel acting I've ever seen. I was embarrassed for that dude. I was like, really, bro? That's how you're gonna portray your line. I was
Right.
like, unbelievable. That dude was such an embarrassment. Oh yeah, director, man, what is John doing? How are you not getting on those guys acting? Yeah,
Yeah,
so
and that guy's got an action figure too. I'm like, that's it. Like
yeah.
you could have pushed it a little bit more.
Yeah, like where's the urgency? It just felt so like I don't know. I
Yeah,
don't I,
he was straight up chilling. I'm like, this guy just seems so relaxed about getting away from a Mandalorian. Like,
I don't like his second in command sounded more afraid than he did.
right,
That was
right.
my issue. Like he was giving the dialogue of being afraid, but I didn't feel it. And when his second in command's like more into it than he is, I was like, oh, get out of here. This is so dumb. Um, but other than that, I thought it was a fun movie. I mean, I don't think it was a bad movie by any stretch. I just think that people were looking for something a little bit more. And I mean, I fully expected what we got, so like I'm not disappointed. I was solidly entertained the entire time I was in that theater. Like I wasn't looking at my watch. I wasn't looking at, I wasn't trying to get up. So like I had a good time in the theater. It was fun. I like that we got Embo back as the villain, I guess, for that short period of time. I honestly thought they did the CGI and stuff was fantastic for him, honestly.
Yep.
His movement felt so legit in that and everything. So I knew Dave didn't have the balls to get rid of him. So at the end when they got the narrow getaway,
You gotta
I
keep him
was
open,
yeah,
keep him alive.
gotta keep that cash cow open. Uh I thought I really liked the combat for the Huts. I was like, this is kind of cool.
Yeah, that was
Seeing like
cool.
Huts actually fight for the first time. Seeing Nal Hutta in live action, I thought was fantastic. I really enjoyed that. The standout though, and I'll piggyback off what my wife said. The standout for the entire movie was the side character on Nal Hutta that Grogu was going to by himself.
Hmm.
It felt like I guess the best example I could give is it felt like that movie Rango. Like the
Mm.
Mm.
whole vibe of that whole situation felt like Rango. It was so good. I think the voice actor was he playing Lando in the animated series? He wasn't
That's a
Billy
good
D. Williams,
question.
but he sounded so much like him at
Right,
times.
right.
Um, but he was fantastic. That whole I love the Grogu scene. I know a lot of people probably hated that whole bit, but I thought it was the only bit of character development that we got in this movie, period, was Grogu. Having some growth as a character instead of just being like, his cooing and cawing the whole time. Um, but at the end of the day, like nothing really important happened. Like if they continue the story later, like if you never watched this movie, you probably wouldn't notice anything in later media. Um, so I mean there was points that they could have brought in other characters and made it a little bit more action figure-y fun, I guess you could say.
Mm.
It was nice as like a nerd for the arena scene when literally all the characters from the board game
The
that they're
Jarek.
playing.
Yeah, yeah, that
Yeah.
was cool.
I
That
was
was
like,
very cool.
that's very cool, man. I
Yep.
got I got a little fanboy in there. Um, so I enjoyed that. I enjoyed the environment of the whole thing. I enjoyed the music actually a lot. I mean,
Yeah. Yep. Some good
Lud
music. Yeah.
yeah, he just makes some bangers sometimes, man.
Yep.
Um,
Did they play the original theme of the Mandalorian?
yeah,
Oh yeah.
oh yeah,
Oh
of
yeah.
course. But
Right at the
he
beginning.
he had this whole theme for one of the planets they went to,
Yep.
where the arena was, and like it was so. I was caught off guard. It almost didn't feel right until he got into the city, and you're like, oh,
Mm.
this is nice. Like this is a really nice fit to this whole city bit. They tried to use it once on Nalhada, and I was like, I don't know if it fits. Like it felt a little out of place. But yeah, I don't know. I thought it was great. The music was fantastic. It was really good seeing Zeb in live action. That was honestly what my wife was most excited about was Zeb in live action. He was a little underused. I wish we got a little bit more of Zeb as like I don't know. I wish he wasn't just a co-pilot or like a chauffeur because that's what he felt
Yeah,
like at
Uber,
times. Yeah,
Uber,
he was just an Uber for Mando, and I'm like, okay,
Uber
all right,
driver. But hey, when he picks him up in the U-wing, I was like,
yeah,
oh, Mando's getting in the U-wing. I'm like,
yeah,
oh man, that's
that was pretty
cool.
cool. Yeah,
Yeah,
he did get a nice little action sequence at the Warlord's place.
yeah.
Um, but yeah, I liked the idea of Rada the Hutt not wanting to be a gangster. But then at the end, like again, spoiler alert, when the twins die, I was low key like, Rada, just take over, bro. Like you're already next in line.
That's what I was thinking too. I'm like,
Yeah.
it's gonna happen now.
And then when he's like, I guess I'll just join the rebels, I was like, oh, you should have stayed on Nalhada. That's so dumb, dude. Like, no. I was like,
Uh,
gosh
or
dang
he
it,
could have just
dude.
been like, I'm gonna go with Martin Scorsese's character. I'm gonna cook some
Yeah.
cook some sandwiches.
Just be a chef or whatever,
Yeah,
like,
yeah, yeah.
do a movie like Chef for John Favreau. But I was just like, so that was I don't know. I thought it would have been cool where he would like maybe I can make things different, if he
Hmm.
became like a crime lord, tried to do it the cheese tried to do what Boba Fett was doing when he shouldn't have been doing it.
Right,
And then,
right.
but so that was a little underwhelming that he kind of just joined the rebels. I was like, okay. But I liked the dialogue with Rod of the Hutt talking about Grogu and Mando and how, because he just doesn't really have a dad anymore. So
Hmm.
I thought that was really good dialogue, especially for a family movie. I thought that was probably again the only real depth we kind of got. A lot of people say, yeah, these movies are for kids, and I don't disagree with that. But at the same time, George and Dave had a lot more depth than I felt like this movie had. I felt like it was very flat. I again, there was a couple moments where we had some, but I just didn't feel like it was enough to fit as a Star Wars movie, I guess is what I could say. Um,
You think they're just playing conservative because like of all the hate that was coming from?
no, I don't think it's that at all. I think we might be overthinking this whole situation in general. I think what happened is this was season four, and there was
Oh, okay.
well, here's what I'm saying. This was season four, and there was some probably a 3 episode to 4 episode arc where it was going to push the overall story further, and they're not ready for that yet. So they took that out, and then they just put those like basically. I mean, sounds terrible, but they put all the filler episodes in a movie, and then just did that. That's what it feels like. I could be
So it feels
totally
like,
wrong.
all the filler episodes
It makes
became
the
the
most
movie.
sense. Yeah, it makes the most sense in my mind as far as like especially as far as us knowing about movies as much as we do and stuff. Um, so I think that there because the Mandalorian overall arcing with Ahsoka and stuff like that that all got canned. They're changing things up with the Heir of the Empire story and Mandalorian being involved in that. I think they're just going to be using Mandalorian at this point as like yeah, just check out the mindless episodes of television with Mando and Grogu kind of thing right now. I don't know if that's true. We'll see in the future, but based off how the movie was, I think that's the most logical thing that they did. I think that's why it is the way it is. I think there was a story that they did not put in there that needed to be in order for it to feel like a complete season of television. But it's just not ready for because Ahsoka's not done yet. Like he's finishing touches on that, and that's like lore heavy. Like again, like Mike says, some of these Star Wars fans that I wouldn't say are Star Wars fans are complaining that it's too lore heavy, and then they complain that Mandalorian and Grogu is not lore enough. It's like, you know what, guys? Like, so and yeah,
Wait,
I get
somebody
it.
complained
Like,
about Ahsoka being lore heavy.
well, yeah, like guys like my dad when he watches Ahsoka, he's like, I didn't understand anything that was going on in there, and I
Yeah,
was
for
like,
Oh,
yeah, for anyone who didn't watch Clone Wars, there's a big disconnect. Like, what's
yeah,
going
and
on?
it's
oh,
just very lore heavy. There's a lot. I mean, the world
Right,
between worlds and like how does that
right.
stuff make sense? And like so, I appreciate that Dave does go pretty lore heavy. I don't really care about what people say as far as Ahsoka goes, but they say it's too far out of the reach for mainline audiences to grasp, and it's like, well, who cares? That's why we got Mandalorian and Grogu. That's okay.
Right, right.
That's
Yeah.
okay,
That's an entry point. Yeah.
Yeah,
Ahsoka is for like the hardcore fans who want to see it. And then if it grabs anyone, then hey, you now have
yeah,
all of this back catalog to check out and enjoy.
right. So
So,
I think that it's okay to have movies like The Mandalorian and Grogu where it doesn't mess up anything. Like it literally messed up nothing. And we can't say that about the Alkalite and, some of this other stuff like Rise of Skywalker. But it doesn't mess up anything. It's fun to watch. It's enjoyable. It has again, I wish it had a little bit more depth with the characters that we had on screen, but the depth that we did get, I'm happy about. Um, but yeah, at the end of the day, I think it was an enjoyable movie. I'm glad I saw it on the big screen. I will probably forget about it in a week just because I didn't really feel like anything happened. Like I don't really remember season 3 of Mandalorian at all. So it's like, other than Jack Black and Lizzo, unfortunately, like, why is that what I remembered out of that? You know? So it's just, yeah, I think it's getting too much hate. I really do. I think it shouldn't. Honestly, if nobody was talking about it, I feel like that would be the appropriate response. I think it's like, oh yeah, yeah, I watched it in theaters. It was great. I had a good time. It was fun. And
yeah.
then that's it. Like people are just dogging on it so hard for the love of the game. It's like this is
Yeah, yeah.
brutal.
Like, wow. Wow.
It's like you guys were expecting like, Luke Skywalker and Mace Windu to come back from the dead, and it's like, dude, this was just
Yeah,
a
but
vibe
in my
movie.
head canon, it makes sense.
Look, I've got my headcanon too. I don't want to dog on it too hard, but like I have my headcanon too, but I know that this was just not that movie to do that stuff to. Ahsoka, I'm gonna be expecting my headcanon to go wild because like lore, he's the lore king, but
Mhm.
but in Mandalorian and Grogu, like come on guys. Let's be realistic with our thoughts here, you know.
Yeah.
But I just wished for more depth. I would say as a Star Wars fan, and out of all the depth that we've had in all these wonderful stories told, I mean even in season 3 had some depth with some of the character development, but in this one I felt like we just didn't really get any. I mean there was, yeah, some people say like, oh, there was no stakes. Well, that's fine. Just I want some depth. I want some story that like makes us think a little bit about, where we're at in the universe or whatever and all that kind of fun stuff. But yeah, I mean, it was kind of cool seeing the twins go. Those two fat slugs needed to go for sure. They've been annoying since the Book of Boba.
Right.
I am really bummed. That is the one thing I was a little bit puckered up about. I really wanted Boba in there, some
Yeah.
form or another. Just
Yeah.
I would have been happy with the phone call and just trying to get some information. You know, like, hey, I know you took over Jabba the Hutt's palace. Have you heard anything about his kid or where he might be? Not
Right,
even gonna
right.
do that. Like, come
Yeah.
on, man.
No,
Like,
nothing.
you're literally in the dude's house and you didn't even think to ask him where his son might be. So, that was one bummer. And I think he's also, Tamora Morrison's getting a lot of unnecessary shade because he asked the fan base to push for more Boba content. And they've like, pushed him to the curb, which is such a shame, because I mean, we can blame the Power Rangers that were in that show for its doom and failure, but to not put him in the Mandalorian, I thought was a very big missed opportunity. At least
Yeah.
with again, we don't need a whole scene. A phone call would have been nice. Just a little something because it makes sense. It's not out of place. It's tied with Jabba the Hutt. Like why? Why wasn't there anything? I felt like that was a shame. But yeah, but I think I'll just wrap up my thoughts with that. I'd say go see it in theaters. We should support us as Star Wars fans, because Star Trek's so far in the dumps that we need to support Star Wars so that way we don't end up like them someday. I'm gonna watch this in the theaters and at least help it make its money back to where they might be like, okay, you know what, maybe Maybe we'll branch out and be a little more risky with a movie theater experience again. Instead of just another Mandalorian and Grogu. If they do another Mandalorian and Grogu in theaters, I'm gonna be pissed. Like, come on, man. Like, just like I don't know, man. Let's do something else. Like, I know a lot of people are kind of Mandoed and Grogu'd out. Like, as a toy fan, like I am in the Lego side, I am so sick of Mando Lego sets. Like, they are
Yep.
just milking that cow till it's dry. You know,
You know,
it blows my mind.
like maybe in the future movie they'll be like Mando and Grogu will be like the cavalry, like the
Sure.
rebels,
That's
the
totally
rebellious gonna be
fine.
I feel like
right.
that's great.
That's
That
totally
is
I think
great.
that
fine.
would be awesome, right?
That's
Like
Yeah.
fine.
like a little cameo here and there, and then next thing you know, fucking Grogu like gets shot out of the cannon, and then all of a sudden he ends up with a lightsaber fight. I mean, which is kind of cool, but I
Honestly,
think
if he ended up like part of the Rebels crew or something like that, that'd be great. That sounds
yeah,
fantastic. Let's just
let's
sprinkle
just
him
leave it
into
at
some
that, right?
stuff.
Because again, it's not about
Yeah.
Mando and Grogu. Like
Yeah.
they're part of a collective. So
But to have him as more mainstream media, let's just
yeah,
let's let him breathe a little bit. Let's just let him breathe a little bit, give some years, and then do some other stuff. Because Maul has been just a slamming awesome show. So like let's do some more of that cool stuff too. More something different that's because if you look at Maul, it's risky. Doing a Star Wars story about a villain, it's risky. So it's yeah, let's do some more of that stuff. Let's get some
look what they
more.
did to the Acolyte.
Yeah, well,
It had a great premise,
well,
right?
remember what Kathleen Kennedy told the director? I don't want a Star Wars movie. I want a Leslie Headland movie.
Uh,
Uh-huh. Uh-huh. That was so dumb to say. Like
uh,
it sounded like Leslie Headland might have had a good idea for a Star Wars movie, but as soon as she heard make it a Leslie Headland movie, well, that all went out the window.
'cause I really felt like again the story, the premise, everything like that was there for the Acolyte. Like I'm still I'm still on the fence on that one. Like I'm still on that fence or on that side of the fence where I found it entertaining enough to wish there could have been more.
Oh, the
But
action was phenomenal. The
yeah,
battles
and
were
then
excellent, but the acting was subpar.
yeah,
The story with the witches was just so disrespectful to the
and
lore, in my
yeah, it was
opinion.
unnecessary. Yeah, yeah.
Yeah,
It
and
was fucking stupid.
yeah, yeah, it just
And then
it's a
if they
shame.
used if they used anybody else but Plagius, I think everybody would have been okay. That's the whole
I
thing.
I feel so bad for who's the actor that played Camille? I don't know.
Manny
Manny
Jacinto.
Jacinto. Manny
I feel
Jacinto. Yeah.
so bad for that guy because out of everybody that was involved in that,
Yeah,
he seems to be the only fan of Star
and,
Wars
no,
because
and the Korean dude.
he's at
So
yeah, but this dude is at all the cons.
yeah,
He's
yeah,
at all the events. He's signing all the stuff. He's a big supporter and he's not dogging on anybody. He's
yeah.
just trying to, see, hey, can we do more of this? Like I thought I had a good storyline. And I was like, yeah, I agree. You probably had a good storyline, but your director just pissed it into the wind,
Look,
I'm
you know?
sure he does
it would
want
have
more. Once you get a taste of that Star Wars money, I'd be wanting
Yeah.
more shit too.
Yeah.
Like,
like
Yeah.
no,
it would have
no
been cool if
shit,
the acolyte, if the acolyte became like
Well, what
how
I'm
whatchamacallit it first started like the that group it was Kylo Ren, the Rens, the Knights of
what I'm
Ren.
saying is that I appreciate his
Eagerness.
eagerness and his involvement with the fans because
Yeah.
how
Yeah,
the main actress
Jester likes his positivity.
well yeah because how the main actress talked about all the fan base that kind of was just sad and
yeah. Oh,
she
the
looks at
actress,
all of them
yeah,
like it's like you do realize there was a lot of people that liked the Acolyte and they liked the storyline and they liked you as a character and you're just like I'm not gonna be a part of this, I'm not gonna be a part of the cons, I'm not gonna you guys can all just burn in hell, like that's just a little immature and
All you
inappropriate in my
white
opinion.
boys out there that fucked up the acolyte, that's why.
yeah. Mm.
But you know what? Like what's his
According
name?
to her.
Kamir at all the cons is getting lines of people and people are cheering
Yep.
him on. And so like, she can shut up. Like, I guarantee you if well, I say that. I should probably be careful because,
Yeah,
Hayden got a bunch of
watch
heat
it.
too, but
Watch it.
Any X23, even even though she had like a small part in the acolyte, she still likes the cons, and she went to a couple of cons.
yeah. Yeah, she's still, because there's a lot of people that really liked her character.
Yeah,
So it's
nice
just
boobs and everything.
so it's just
The
I don't
force
know,
was
it's
very
a
strong
shame.
in her.
And that's what I'm saying, man. Like guys, like let's not dog on Mandalorian too hard because we could have gotten another acolyte and we didn't. That's great.
Thank God.
We
Yeah.
could have had another snooze fest and screw up all this lore and storytelling, but no, we're good. It was just a fun, really well choreographed, action-packed Star Wars show.
I,
I
I
had a
I
fun
really
time.
thought there was. I really thought the big battle of like the Mandalorians and all this stuff. And like they're gonna do the big old fight with the Rebel Alliance against
Oh,
the
I'm
evil.
sure. Well, I think we're gonna get some of that in Ahsoka. I guess the last half of Ahsoka is gonna be all action-packed, according to what Dave said. But to not have, again, I'll say this too, even though I'm all Mandalorian it out, to not have Mandalorian in that battle in some form or another, I feel like that's kind of a missed opportunity. And if they do that, I'm gonna be like, really, Dave? Like, come on, dude.
It would be nice if he sweeps in like the last like 10 minutes or something like that.
Sure, give him some screen
I'd be
time, him
happy. Yeah,
wiping the floor with some Imperials. That sounds great. Why would you not?
because
He's part of
fucking
the Rebel Alliance now. Like, why would
we
you not
really
have him
don't
there?
need Pedro Pascal like fucking overexposed like this anymore.
That was another thing. That was another thing that people were like really ripping on. It's like we don't need any more Pedro Pascal. It's like, dude, he barely had his helmet off. Like
Yeah.
he
Uh,
still felt like the
Yeah.
Mandalorian. I don't know what people are crying about of like, oh, he was just all Pedro, and no, he wasn't. He
Yeah.
still felt like the Mandalorian to me. I mean, he
Right.
had the one time he had his helmet off. I was like, oh, okay, like okay, he still feels like the character. I don't feel like I'm watching Pedro right now.
Right.
Not unlike the Fantastic Foursome, where it was just the Pedro Pascal show.
yeah.
But yeah, I think people are just being a little too rough with this movie, and it's a shame because people also got to remember that this was not a John and Dave decision to put this out on the big screen. This was very much Bob Iger. This is head of Disney being having to stick up his butt, saying that we're losing money, we're hemorrhaging stuff. Get this out on the big screen. Do what you got to do. This is the safest bet. Do what you told. So they did, and they played it safe. I don't blame them. It is what it is.
The
But
shareholders loved it, probably.
and
That's
yeah,
all
like
that
Mike said,
matters.
it's making more money than they thought. And at least as long as it makes over budget, I think that they should call it a win because they're probably not going to have this again for quite some time. Marvel's down in the dumps too. I'm concerned about Doomsday. Like when that comes out, I think they're probably going to be all hyped about their numbers. I don't think it's going to do all that well.
Uh,
Spider-Man will do great because it's Spider-Man, dude. Like
Yeah. They're waiting. They're waiting. Just wait for Spider-Man.
I'm an eager beaver for Spider-Man too. I'll be there in the
Yeah.
theaters, but Doomsday, I think everyone's going to be snoozing at the wheel with that one. I don't know if that's going to do numbers like they think it will.
Oh yeah. Well, I think there's power. I think they believe in the power of reunions. Be like, remember?
Robert Downey Jr.
Yeah. And remember. And let's not forget they are re-releasing Endgame
That's true.
with a sneak peek
That's very true. That will
leading up.
definitely bring interest for
So
sure.
they're getting everyone like, remember when you guys watched this before everything went to shit? Everyone was so happy, you know.
Let's
Well,
forget about all that before, right,
Let's
guys?
do it again.
Yeah.
Well, there's also that rumor too, whether it's true or not, that they're gonna have alternate versions of this fucking movie in theaters to
That would be
really
Wow.
interesting.
bring in the cash cow shit.
Wow.
That
Yeah.
Yep.
would be
There's gonna be
interesting.
alternate scenes and alternate
Oh
endings and
man.
shit, and
What?
like,
Hey,
I'm
it's
like,
just like a comic book variant, different
yep,
covers. Collect them.
pretty much.
Oh,
I should not be saying this, but that's actually like a brilliant idea. If that's
For
true.
it'll
yeah.
actually, I agree with you because they haven't had very many brilliant ideas lately. I'm like, because if that, it's not confirmed, but if that was true and it turns out to be true, You dirty bastards know what
Yeah,
you're doing.
they
Right,
do.
right.
And can you
Especially
imagine the
considering you're not putting
conversations?
in an IMAX either, so you got to get that extra money somehow.
That's right. They're speaking of which they they announced their own thing. And then now there's word that IMAX may be going up for sale.
Yeah,
So which is really interesting. But real quick before we leave off the Mandalorian Grogu, I do want to bring up the reason why they had credits at the beginning of the film. They
the
wanted to,
reasons.
they wanted
The
to
Western.
no, they wanted to list stunt doubles Lateef Crowder and Brendan Wayne, who were really they wanted to honor them rather than burying them at the end credits. So they put all the credits right up front, and I was
Makes
surprised.
sense.
I was
Yeah,
surprised too. But it's cool because they're actually giving respect to you know Lateef Crowder is the stunt performer for Mandalorian, and
yeah,
Brendan Wayne is the movement performer. And of course, Pedro Pascal is mostly doing the voice, and then of course when he's not wearing the helmet, which
yeah,
is one action scene in the film. But I thought that was cool.
yeah.
Yeah, it says here to formally acknowledge and honor their heavy physical contributions to bringing the character of Din Djarin to life. Yeah, because without those two, you know,
Oh no, the guy that
yeah,
moves during the choreographed fight scenes, that guy needs
yeah,
a raise, dude. He makes
yeah,
it look so easy in that suit.
right,
Like
right,
it blows my mind how good that
Mm.
looks.
yeah. But yeah, so yeah, I thought that was cool that they're actually, and it's also a good move for the rest of the industry because now you're getting more stunt performers who do a lot but don't get nearly enough credit as, of course, the top billing, actor or name on that movie.
Yeah.
Um, but yeah, what was the? Hold on, let me see. I know Disney announced that they're like we're not gonna put it in IMAX, which is I was like, that's a bold move.
They're not gonna put
Yeah.
what in IMAX?
We're, um
Doomsday.
Doomsday. Yeah, Doomsday.
Oh yeah, yeah, yeah.
Um, they announced their own thing, which is Infinity Vision,
That's
Disney's
right.
Disney's
God.
IMAX competitor, a premium large format theater certification launched to highlight the ultimate cinematic experience. To qualify for this badge, theaters must feature laser projection, Dolby 7.1 surround sound, and screens measuring at least 50 feet wide. So the initial launch, the certification debuts in September 2026, coinciding with the re-release of Avengers Endgame. So when that re-release poster is announced, it's gonna have an Infinity Vision badge on it. And of course, they're gonna when they do that trailer or that TV spot, they're gonna put that on there too, like, hey, watch it at Infinity Vision. So major
See, to me, this is proof that the Antichrist does and will exist, and its name is Disney. Like,
right? So it says here over 5,500 screens globally already meet these qualifications, operating across major theater chains. The branding is applied to existing PLF screens such as AMC XL, Regal RPX, and Cinemark XD, which makes me, I'm gonna sleep well tonight because at least we have a Cinemark XD here, and it's not like one of the, only the major cities get it. So I'm like, okay. So at
Where
least
do we have that? Which theaters do we have that
I
at?
think Cinemark on Plum Lane has the Cinemark XD. If I'm not
Okay.
mistaken. If I'm not
Okay.
mistaken, hold on. I could be wrong though. Um, but yeah, I think so. But yeah, that's why I thought like, yeah, this happened during CinemaCon. If I'm not mistaken, that's when they announced it. Like Disney, of course, arguably the largest multimedia corporation in the world, and they're just like, you know what? IMAX can go suck it. we're gonna and that's why I'm like, hey, you know what? The best person to buy IMAX, Christopher Nolan. Get all
Yeah.
your backers. I mean, you love the format anyway. You've pioneered it, and now we're gonna, in a few months, we're gonna see the first film completely filmed entirely in IMAX. And I'm like, hey, if anyone should own it, it should be Christopher Nolan. And if you need backers, get your backers. I'm sure people will back him up because
hell,
he's all
why
about
not
that
net? Why
cinematic
doesn't
experience.
Netflix put a bid out on the deal since they lost the Warner Brothers deal? Hey,
Oh,
hey.
that's
Yeah, that's
that's
true.
right. That's right.
That's true.
But yeah, so yeah, it'll be interesting because now also Disney, I know I'm not sure if you guys have seen it on social media. They're announcing it's going to be a Disney summer, of course, starting with The Mandalorian and Grogu. Then we're getting Moana, the live action
Oh,
version,
please.
Skip,
and then we're getting Toy Story
With
5,
that,
Oh,
yeah.
please.
and then
skip,
it culminates with Spider-Man Brand New Day.
skip.
So we are getting a Disney summer because yeah, May, June, July. Yeah, I think Toy Story is also July. Same as
Yep.
Spider-Man, if I'm not
That's why
mistaken.
I was about ready to say, I feel sorry for you, Supergirl, because you're going to take a fucking beating at the box office.
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah. I do want to mention though, I was very impressed with the final trailer of Masters of the Universe. Everything that they've done for the trailers, I thought was very well done. The marketing is on point, and uh, I guess now people have seen an advanced screening of the film, and it delivers as far as entertainment. And you guys saw on the group chat, a lot of people who also like Jester dislike, Jared Leto were actually very impressed with his performance as Skeletor, and that
Because you
he
can't
act
see him.
I'll be the judge of that.
he actually
Because you
nails
can't
it
see him.
because you can't see. But then that's the thing, though. We got to see the flashback. I got to see Keldor. I got to see that mug. I got to see Keldor.
I don't
He.
know. There's rumors going around saying that he said he's not happy with that, his portrayal of Skeletor in this movie. He's not happy
Oh,
with the
then it's
way it
probably going to
went.
be great. That sounds fantastic, actually. I mean,
Right.
that's really good news. That's probably going
Right.
to be a great performance.
So,
But yeah, the word is that what's his name? Nicholas Galitzine is actually very very good as He-Man, and so is what's his name? Idris Elba as Man at
Man at Arms.
Arms, and it
He
looks
looks like a man at arms person,
He looks like
anyways.
a man at arms. The final trailer, there's a close-up shot of He-Man when he transforms, and you see his armor like magically appearing. And I'm like, oh my God, that looks fucking good. Like they put all that money in that shot, and I don't care. Like I'm very impressed. It looks so good.
Are they gonna
and
Um,
use like the?
if it is a good movie, I really feel sorry for it because it's gonna be another movie that's taking a beating at the box office.
Yeah.
well, that's
Like, I
okay.
don't
I,
understand
I
why
just want
these.
it to be good. I want to be
And
entertained.
that's not okay
I'll
because
take
you
it.
don't if it fails, there's no future iterations of this, especially if they did a good film and this guy doesn't get another chance because it's the
Right.
same guy that's directed Bumblebee and we saw what
Oh,
happened.
that's right. It's the same. Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Oh
Yeah,
boy.
Yeah.
and he did a fantastic job on that for what it was. I'm
Mhm.
sure he's done the one on this. That'll be his second failure. He may never get it, so it won't be okay because if this movie bombs, you can
Well,
kiss He-Man goodbye.
we'll see. We shall see. There's still time. I think, yeah, I think the trailer was fantastic. And the fact that, yeah, they, of course, attached it to Mandalorian and Grogu, the final trailer. Um, and I'm happy that He-Man is getting what he deserves as far as they're putting all the money behind it. It looks good. There's all the marketing.
Are they gonna play like the theme song
Well,
Oh, they
for
should.
He-Man?
they're most likely going to. If you listen to the music in the trailers, it's going for that. It's really going for that theme.
When does that
Um,
come
That
out?
that
that's on June 5th. That's coming out June 5th.
I'll be
Same day
watching it
as
in
Scary
theaters.
Movie.
Yeah. And then, and that's why I'm really happy that He-Man is getting his big screen treatment that he deserves. What's really frustrated me is finding out that, the one other company that has all the money in the world that is now producing a Voltron
no.
movie
Yeah, it's going straight to
is going
Amazon.
straight to streaming.
Are you serious?
It's
Yep,
No.
it's
going
not coming
straight
in
to
the
streaming.
theater.
It's not coming to
Dude.
the movie theaters. And I'm
Or
like,
Amazon?
yes.
Yes, it's going straight to
Oh,
Amazon. It's
So
not coming out in the theater.
a big L for Henry Cavill
Sure as
and
hell is.
Wow.
and what's his name from Paradise, um, because this could have been a great. I mean, I'm like, is somebody at Amazon not watching what they're doing with He-Man right now? Uh,
Sterling K. Brown's in
Sterling
it?
K. Brown. Sterling K. Brown is in Voltron.
I didn't
Yes.
know that.
Oh
Yeah.
Because
wow.
Yes.
I was excited for this film. I was like, fuck yeah. This is and they're releasing it in theaters. And then last week when I heard that they're putting it straight to streaming. That tells me you have no faith in this movie. That tells me this
Yeah,
movie's a
nothing.
fucking turd.
Yep. And when they announced the cast, I was overjoyed, of course, because it's Henry Cavill, it's Sterling K. Brown.
I
You
didn't know he was in it.
Is he
you've
playing
got
Let's
Pidge?
see.
no idea,
I'm
no
gonna take a
idea.
look right now.
But it says Zarkon. Oh
Oh
shit!
wait, are you
It says
serious?
Zarkon. That's what it says for Sterling K. Brown.
Wow.
And
Shit.
for Henry Cavill, it says King Alfor. So he's not even part of the main Voltron cast because it's going to be a younger cast.
Oh wow. Okay.
But I was like hoping like, hey, at least I'm hoping like Henry Cavill's going to show him the ropes, how to like Voltron, and like, on a small screen, on
Guillermo,
streaming.
it's Guillermo del Toro's Frankenstein all over
Wh-
again.
which pisses me off to no end because I'm like, yo, look at what they're doing with He-Man. You already acquired the IP, right? If you believe in this, then by all means, back everything you have into it because it's only gonna, it's only gonna reward you if you treat it with respect and back it properly, which is what looks like they've done with He-Man. So that's why I'm getting really excited for that movie as well. Um, but yeah, that's what really pissed me off. This was like last week or
Yeah,
two. Yeah.
yeah, it was. I was pissed
So
off
I'm
when I
like,
heard. I was like,
whoop-de-doo. I'm like, hey, we got to win with He-Man. At least we're getting to see it on the big screen. But Voltron, streaming, you know, and
that's
it's a
why
shame.
it gives me a scared feeling because that tells me you don't have faith in your own film.
Yep.
Because you already had this plan that you were going to do this in the theater, and then all of a sudden last week you went, no, we're sending it straight to Prime. That tells
Right,
me something about the film that you really don't care or don't have faith in this film. Because
right.
Voltron is a big screen IMAX type of film.
Mm-hmm.
Exactly,
Like,
exactly.
so what did you do to this fucking movie? That's what I want to know.
Yeah. So yeah, and then I was hoping, another one on my dream '80s project, cartoon to be given the live action treatment is Thundercats, and that deserves to be seen on the big screen in a movie and not streaming, you know. But whenever, who knows? Hopefully, whenever that happens, I'm hoping that and that's why, yeah, I do hope that, He-Man does at the very least a decent, box office. So we'll see. We shall
Hey,
25
see.
million.
I
We shall
have an
see.
idea for Thundercats already. Have
Yeah.
um have Dwayne Johnson be Panthro.
No.
No,
No.
already bad.
And no
It's
no
already
no no
it's
no
already
and
a
no
terrible idea.
and then Kevin Hart be Snarf.
It's
No.
already a
No.
terrible idea.
No.
And
No.
that's
Snarf,
absolutely a horrid idea.
snarf, snarf.
It's the worst idea you could ever come up with.
I can
Hmm.
think of more. I got more. I got more.
Please don't. Not after that one.
Yeah.
You're
Written by
on a
Kurtzman.
timeout. You're on a timeout.
Written by Kurtzman.
Yeah, you're definitely on a timeout.
Yeah, so currently Masters of the Universe is tracking for a soft domestic opening of 25 to 35
See,
million.
I just
Oh
said
my God, dude.
it. I just guessed that. I'm like 25 million. That's
The
what.
reported budget is 170 million.
Oh boy.
Yeah,
Oh
yeah,
boy.
And
yep.
that's the break-even budget. You're not even talking about the fucking rolling out the red carpet, all this production shit, all the promotion they put. That's so
Well, I'm gonna go to
good
theaters
luck,
so that
He-Man.
way this gets some money because
You're gonna need to because I'm going to
if
see Scary Movie. So.
if Jared Leto ruins this movie, I'm gonna be so pissed I wasted a couple bucks on the tickets. I'm gonna be
Well,
so pissed.
have you seen the trailer? Or did you hear the
Yeah,
In his
voice?
voice.
yeah, that's
Yeah,
great. I heard his voice and all. I
yeah.
just
I thought the voice is cool.
Who
Like,
cares?
if I
okay.
get a hint of that fool's ego in this movie, I'm gonna lose my crap. I'm gonna lose it, dude. If
They're
I get a hint
saving
of it.
they're saving Jared Leto's new song for the end credits of the movie
Hmm.
where he rocks out.
Please tell me you're joking.
No, no, I'm joking.
I'm
But
Yeah,
so,
yeah,
you got me
It's
scared there.
probably true. It's probably that's probably when 30
30 seconds
Seconds
to
to
Mars.
Mars is making their return.
Stop, dude.
that's when they
Please
announce
don't.
it.
Please
It's like
don't. I'm
it's
like,
like Linkin Park for Transformers for no fucking
Jared
reason
was like
whatsoever.
when he was announced by the casting director. I'm like, you're getting me, and you're getting a new 30 Seconds to Mars album announcement at the end of this
Yeah.
movie, right?
I mean, watching the trailer, like I can't hear him. So like I'm like, okay, if I close my eyes and I tell myself it's not Jared, like
What
I'll
if he hear Skeletor with the Joker crackle?
I was gonna say the same thing. Like,
uh
He-Man, He-Man, I'm gonna hurt you. Really, really, really bad.
yeah, I'll leave the theater. I'll probably actually walk out and I'll probably ask him if my
Cinemark, I'd like my refund, please. Thank
yeah.
you.
What's the matter? You watched the entire movie.
I'll be like,
And he's like,
yeah, Jared Leto ruined every minute of it, so I'm out.
and then as soon as you mention Jared Leto, all the guys are the cinema like, yeah, okay, fine, here you
Yeah,
go.
here you go, man.
Sorry,
Yeah, you've been a long time member with us. Yeah, you get
sorry,
Yeah.
the
sorry,
credits
sorry.
back.
Yeah,
Yeah, no, I will be in theaters to see this because like so my father-in-law is a massive He-Man fan. So I know
okay.
he's gonna be there day one too. So
All those old farts
um
are like,
dude, the only reason I'm even into He-Man is because the channel Boomerang was on at my grandparents' house, and that is the
Hmm.
yeah.
only reason I got into it. And I loved it as a kid. So it was like, I'm gonna drag my wife to it because I feel bad because she's gonna hate it. But that'll get an
You know, I
extra
hate it.
ticket in those seats.
Yep.
Hey,
It's all
Uh,
over Tubi as
is
well.
Ram Man gonna be there?
who?
Yes.
Ram Man,
Yeah. In the
nice.
final trailer, he's there.
Yep,
What about
everybody's in
what
there.
about Fisto?
He in the
Fisto's in
final
there.
trailer. If you watch
Mm.
it,
Mechanics in there too, baby.
Mechanic is in there.
Neck and neck is there, nice.
Yes.
Fucking Fisto.
They did a drone show in LA, which has now been a Guinness World Records like brightest drone show for the movie. So they're going all out. And then on Twitter, I saw they were doing the Skeletor meme where he's laying down on his
Hmm.
side.
I saw it. I saw it.
Yeah. So they're
They
they're
need to
doing
put it on that giant testicle in Vegas that they have. The one they
Yep.
did for Wizard of Oz.
oh,
Giant testicle.
Oh, the sphere.
the
Yeah.
sphere.
I
Yeah.
was like, I was like trying to compute what he meant by that. And I was like, oh, the sphere.
Yeah.
Um,
Yep.
yeah, no, I'll be there. Are you getting tickets, Mike? Are you doing
Oh
opening
yeah.
weekend? The
Most likely I'm doing opening weekend
Do they
because
have advanced tickets available right now?
that's a good question. I have not seen anything on it yet.
I
I
haven't heard
don't
any announcement about them either, but
Yeah. When you think about it, yeah, it's June 5th. You would think that there would be tickets
Hi,
available now.
at
hi.
least
My
now.
name is Adam, Prince of Eternia.
Fabulous powers were bestowed upon me.
Fabulous.
And that's
Uh,
that's in the original cartoon intro. So I was like, oh, okay, yeah.
yeah, no advanced tickets. We got oh yes, actually there's advanced tickets. We
Okay,
got we
I was
got
gonna
back
say.
rooms, we got scary movie, and we got Masters of the Universe. Okay, I
There
will
we
I will
go.
get my tickets right now.
Yeah, yeah, 2 hours and 20 minutes.
Oh
Whoa,
wow,
I'm
that's
actually
Not
actually kind of
bad.
long.
surprised.
Holy
Yeah.
dang!
Oh,
I
that's
thought it'd be
right.
like a 90-minute movie.
It's out on June 4th.
Oh
Shit, that's
yeah.
like that's shorter than Doomsday's gonna be. Doomsday's gonna be like 3 hours and 16 minutes.
Yep.
Because
Oh
they just
yeah.
announced the time, the
Oh wait,
running
that's
time.
true?
Yeah,
Yes, it's gonna
it
be
is.
3 hours and
They're gonna make it
16
like Lord
minutes.
of the Rings, like and
Wow, it's gonna be
Could
like watching
could
King Kong.
could we please
dude,
bring back
this
intermissions? Could we get an
this
intermission in there?
this
Like, come
generation,
Yeah.
on.
dude, this generation is gonna go fucking ape shit.
No, no.
They're,
Well,
they're gonna hate it. They're
I
gonna
think
hate it.
Mike is, yeah, if you have a 5 minute intermission so I can take a piss, that sounds great. Let me go
I need a
piss.
little bit longer than that for that
Yeah,
dump that I
yeah,
take from the.
yeah. Yeah. Oh yeah. Jester, I'm sure you noticed at Cinemark Summit, they still had a lot of the Mando and Grogu uh,
Merch.
popcorn buckets. Yeah, and merch.
So they ran out of the mega bucket when I was there.
Which,
The really big one that had a lot of art on it, like the
oh, okay, okay.
yeah. Did you get that one?
No, we just got the Grogu one.
Oh, okay, yeah. My
The
wife wanted the
tin.
Mando
Yeah.
one. Yeah, she wanted the regular Mando tin, so we
Oh,
got
okay.
Hey,
that.
Mike, did you try that Burger King like Mandalorian meal?
No,
That
not
was
yet, actually. I need to try it.
I want
I ha
that steak.
The
The
shake,
Gorgoroth
the
shake or
Grogu
whatever.
shake, yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Yeah, the shit looks interesting.
yeah. I just want the cup.
Yeah.
That's all I want. Because I can't do shakes. So I'm like, if I get it, I'm like giving it to my daughter, like, enjoy.
Are we getting any crazy tins or buckets for Masters of the Universe?
Yes, we are.
What are we getting? Are we getting Jared Leto
Oh,
head or something?
oh yeah, there's a gripper. I don't know why they call it gripper cup, but
Yo,
it's
yo, they do not call it that. Are
that,
you
that's what they
serious?
that's what they call it. And it's standard for a lot of the souvenir cups. They call it a gripper cup because I think the texture is like it's kind of like rubber or
Grippy.
yeah, it's
Mm.
grippy.
Good.
um there is a power sword that is a cup that
Oh yeah,
looks
I
Oh,
forgot
that
about that.
actually looks cool.
okay, hold on. I gotta Google this.
Yeah. And then there's I think Regal has a cool one where it's Skeletor on his throne and it's an actual figure, and then He-Man is standing just steps away, like they're about to face off. And then the coolest one is Castle Grayskull,
I was gonna
which
say, didn't they do the Castle Grayskull
yes,
one?
that's the coolest one because it doubles as a popcorn bucket. There's also a candy container and a cup, a drink cup in it, and that's like
uh,
$40. But
Skeletor throne popcorn bucket. It's another one I'm seeing too. I don't. Is that actually real? Come on now. Oh, I see the great. Oh, the gray skull one's awesome.
yep. And then
Oh my
the
gosh.
thing with the Mando and Grogu, they had the AT-AT or the AT-AT popcorn
Yeah, I
bucket.
saw that. Yeah.
Supposedly theaters only got like 10 or 12 of those per
Are
location,
you kidding me?
and that's why they sold out fast, and that's $80. I'm like,
No,
Mm.
forget
I
that.
I think it looks cool, but there's no way I'm paying $80 for a
80
popcorn
bucks can
bucket.
can suck it. Yeah,
Yeah.
no.
I mean, I would rather put $80 towards the Lego set of the new AT-AT that's coming out.
Yeah, absolutely. Like,
So,
and the thing is with the tin buckets, so like my wife and I reuse those at home.
right.
Like, you know what I mean? So like it's nice to just be able to stack them and then you reuse them for whatever else you want. The it's tough finding a place for the
Right.
$80 bucket of, AT-AT. Like Gray Skull's awesome and all, but
Oh yeah.
the
Yeah.
sword, what's the sword? That's a drink?
It's a cup.
Yeah, it's a
That's a
cup.
cup?
Yeah, it's a cup.
All
Like
right,
the
that's actually pretty cool.
but it's not the entire sword. Only a port like the middle
It's
portion of it.
it's yeah, it's the
Yeah.
Yeah,
it's
the
the
bottom
handle.
part.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. And then you can actually open it and there's a straw inside.
All right,
So I'm like,
that's cool. You know
yeah.
what? That's a good idea.
Yeah, when they debuted that at CinemaCon, I was like, okay, that's really cool.
That's really cool, dude.
And the size of it
Okay.
is actually like
It's
I would
full. It's
guess it's
full
pretty.
size.
Yeah, it's
I'm
full
looking at this
size.
person hold it. It's full size.
Yep.
That's cool.
I wish I
Yep.
could have got that Shao Kahn fucking popcorn bucket you can wear as a helmet too.
Oh yeah, that was
Nice.
cool. That
God,
was
I
cool.
wanted that thing.
Oh yeah, Pinhead, you saw Mortal Kombat too, right?
Yeah.
Oh man.
Wait. Okay, hold on. I gotta know. Was it because I haven't seen it in theaters because of the last time we all saw it together. We saw the first one, and we
Yeah.
were all a little displeased. Was there at least more fighting in the second one?
It's better than the first one, but it's still a
Really?
fucking mess. And
Okay.
I still stand behind fucking what's his name, Butcher. I don't like him as Johnny Cage. I
Yeah,
just
my buddy doesn't
like
like. My buddy was gonna go see it, and he's like, "I hate." It's somebody in the comments. I was reading a video or whatever. It was like somebody was like, "It doesn't feel like Johnny Cage. It feels like Unk is
it
is play,
is.
trying to play
It
Johnny
is.
Cage."
It is all
Mm,
trying to play Johnny Cage, but I will say, without trying to spoil it, I got my one wish.
Oh, good. Okay,
I got my one wish.
that's good, man.
And it made me light up like a kid on Christmas.
I do
And
want to see Katana.
fatality,
I,
actual fatality.
I will say the Kung Lao Liu Kang fight was fucking incredible.
Okay, I'll
Nice.
watch it just for
If
that.
that's the way Mortal Kombat should be.
I'll watch it
We got a
just for
whole
that.
movie of that. I would have given it a 9 to 10 out of 10. So between that and my one wish that I got that I always wanted since the first movie, I got my wish.
Are you looking forward to Street Fighter then?
Hell no.
I'm so
even with
excited
all
for
the
that
action.
one. I'm
Yeah,
so
me
excited
too.
for that one.
Me too, bro.
I'm not even. For one, I'm a bigger Mortal Kombat fan than I
Yeah,
am Street
same.
Fighter, so I
Same
just
here.
don't care. And two, some of the casting choices are so fucking goofy. It's not even funny. I get, I get that there are funny elements to Street Fighter, but
Yeah.
this is taking it to like 95 Van Damme, Raul Julia levels of just like
Yeah. They're like leaning super hard into the campy aspect of it.
and it's too much because Street Fighter is not like that, especially when you take into account the Japanese Capcom and manga and shit.
Yeah.
It's serious. It's not this over the top he bullshit, and I really cannot stand it.
Which is what I'm hoping
That's
for with them having Andrew Coy as I can't remember who he is in that, but he's the main casting for that.
Are you?
I feel like they're getting some of the seriousness in there with that casting and that role from the commercial, but
But see,
I
that's
don't
what
know.
I do respect about Mortal Kombat 2 as a whole is like the main people, there's not all, they're not all, but the main people that you want being are legitimate martial arts
Yeah.
badasses that
Yeah,
are
that's true.
really trained. Like the guy that plays Liu Kang is a legitimate martial arts badass. Sonata, he's a legitimate martial arts badass. Like there's and the
Sub
guy
Zero,
that
right?
plays Sub-Zero, he's a
Yeah.
legitimate martial arts badass. Like the guys that are like the Lin Kuei need to have somebody as a legitimate martial. So I will give them the credit for that. Street Fighter, you get Guile and you got Cody Rhodes.
Yeah,
Mm.
you're right.
Like,
You're
come
right,
on.
dude. You're
The fucking
right.
Akuma.
Akuma,
Akuma is the tribal
Akuma,
chief.
Roman
Yeah.
Reigns.
Oh.
I'm
Yeah.
like,
Yeah. You're
really,
right.
these guys aren't legitimate badasses, like martial arts badasses. And Cody Rhodes couldn't fight his way out. If you put him in a real street fight, his head would be busted all over the pavement floor. So it's that kind. And then, of course, you get a comedian to play Dan, one of the most obnoxious comedians,
Yeah. Yeah.
Andrew Schultz to play Dan.
Yeah, that
I
one
know
I
Dan's
didn't like.
goofy. I know Dan's a goofy character, but you guys went way over to the other side of the spectrum because he's a fucking obnoxious, goofy prick. So you went on the nose with that one. So it's like decisions like this. I do like the chick that's playing Chun-Li because she looks
Yes.
like a legitimate badass and she's a sweetheart. I've seen her in her interviews. She's cool. She's not one of these assholes that are like, if you don't like it, you're a misogynistic piece of shit. Like she's just cool trying to promote the movie, so I respect that. But the overall cast, I'm like, maybe if he was in his prime when he had tons like Get Rich or Die Trying 50 Cent
50 Cent,
as
yeah.
Maul, that would have
When he
been
was a
okay.
thug, right? When he was a thug. Yeah.
Yeah, like when he had like in the club muscular, I would have been like,
Yep.
he was a perfect choice. Washed out 60-year-old 50 Cent, like really, who don't even go to the gym anymore. He's too busy promoting his Ciroc or whatever vodka he's fucking selling. That like these choices just boggled my mind, and I said, okay, let's see him in action. And then after they showed the major trailer with the fucking Three Non-Blonde song in it, I'm like, this looks like fucking ass. This looks like cosplay Street Fighter. But hey, for all those casuals, have a great time. Well, it's coming out when in October?
October.
Mhm.
October, yeah.
I'll
Yeah.
save my money for Clayface. Fuck Street Fighter.
So I don't know if the trailer that they showed in front of Mando and Grogu is different from the trailer that they've released so far.
Or Street Fighter?
Yeah, yeah.
It's probably the same.
No, it's the original. It's the first one.
Okay, yeah, because I
Yeah.
noticed something in that first trailer when that first trailer dropped. There's a shot of Chun-Li backless, like she's getting in the shower.
Yeah, yeah,
Yeah.
that's in this one.
It wasn't in this one in the Mando and Grogu. I didn't
Really?
notice it. I didn't notice it. I was waiting for it. And
Yeah, I bet you were.
I'm like,
Yeah,
oh,
and they're not gonna
so
show that with the kids, man. Come on.
I'm like, so it's a backless shot. She's getting in the shower. It's her upper back.
I don't think it's
They're not showing
a
anything.
PG-13 movie, isn't it?
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, they're not showing
Oh,
anything. So I'm
okay.
like,
Yeah.
I
Why'd
was
they take it
surprised.
Street
out?
Fighter's not gonna be rated R. It's not like Mortal Kombat 2. It's gonna be PG-13.
I
So
was
it won't.
surprised that they took it out from the trailer. I'm like, okay, I know you're
Yeah,
showing this
that's
in
a
front of a,
little
but I'm like,
ridiculous.
okay, they're not showing anything. They're not implying anything. She's
Watch
just
them
like,
remove that whole scene.
yeah, fuck that shit, dude.
See, that's just like they've been doing that lately because they removed the Nev Campbell joke from the like the trailer we got at Scream 7 for Scary Movie. It was tweaked differently than the one that everybody got because they had a Nev Campbell joke in there, and when it got put online, they took it out completely. I'm like, why? Because you don't want to piss her off. She's gonna come back for 8. You give her the bag. So why? What was the? So I don't know why they're doing that. And now they're taking out backless shots of Chun Li. Like I'd understand if she was showing her titties or her bush or something. It's a shot of her back as she's
Yeah,
going
her
into the
upper back.
shower. For fuck's sake!
Yep. So I was like, what's going on?
On.
Oh yeah, it's not rated. Is it rated R?
I'd be shocked if
Is it
it is.
rated R? Let's see here.
Unless
Uh,
unless there's like more than one F bomb, then it's rated R.
mm,
That'll be, yeah, that's true. I forgot about the F bomb rule.
let's
If
see
they
here.
say fuck like more than one
Yeah,
time.
you only get one fuck and then it goes straight to
It says
rated
it
R.
has an anticipated PG-13 rating for intense,
Hmm.
stylized martial arts violence, fa
Well,
fantasy combat sequences, and action-driven peril.
because the director has did Beef and Twisted Metal, the new Twisted Metal show.
Yeah, but that don't mean anything. There's been people that have done
That's
raunchy
true.
shit that have went on to do like PG and PG-13 movies where
That's
you're like,
true.
how could this fucker direct this shit? He made Cannibal Holocaust and all of a
Yeah,
sudden he's making Toy Story 3. Like, and so that doesn't mean anything.
but yeah, we'll see. I think it'll be a fun watch, if anything.
Well,
Yeah,
you got
Hopefully.
yeah, it's like he said it's expected to be PG-13, which I'm not surprised because like I said, once again, you guys can
It
tell me how
fits.
it is and let me how it goes. It does fit because we're not talking about like Mortal Kombat where
Yeah,
parts are being ripped from chests and fucking
right.
spinal cords are being ripped off and people are being beat to death with their own arms. Like, so I understand. I even kind of respect the fact that it would be PG-13 and not R because Street Fighter, like even the rated R animated version is not even that violent. The most violent part of that 90s anime is when Ryu does the uppercut to Sagat's chest and blood bursts out.
Mm.
That and the Vega Chun-Li shower violent fight. But other than that, it's even by not even just by my standards, but by anybody else's, you could show that movie to kids within reason. Obviously, you're not showing it to fucking 10-year-olds and shit, but PG-13 sounds about correct. You guys can let me know. Like I said, I'm saving my money for Clayface on that month because I just can't do Street Fighter. I'm not gonna go over it again. I just can't do it. It just looks too fucking goofy.
yeah, I love the sound effects and everything they include in the trailer. And
I like that trailer.
there's
I
that
will admit that.
yeah, there's that shot of Dalsim when he does his like shoulder thing, and I'm like,
Yeah,
Yeah.
that looks like that's Dalsim. I'm like, oh my God, dude. Like it just
yeah,
looks so accurate. I'm like, I can't wait. I'm excited for that. And I'm like, the thing that bugs me is like October. I'm gonna wait till
yeah,
October till the fall. Like we're getting
yeah.
close to Halloween. This should have been at least released,
August, at least
yeah,
August.
the end of
Well, it was
summer,
gonna be,
sure.
but they
Yeah.
were going around where Mortal Kombat was, but they ran away. They didn't
Right.
want that smoke, and Mortal Kombat did a stupid. See, this is what pisses me off. It should have been the other way around because Mortal Kombat 2 was supposed to come out last October.
Right. Yep.
And well, we got a blockbuster on our hands and we're going to move it to the summer and it's flopping. Great
Yep.
decision. Great. Almost assured, because they're talking about now we might not even get Mortal Kombat 3.
Wow.
Oh, and I will give Mortal Kombat 2 one thing. The end credits, the remix version of the original 95 Mortal Kombat Techno
Oh.
Syndrome is, as Mike says, chef's kiss.
Nice.
It's so
Nice.
awesome. Like the
Nice.
way because they do it almost identical, but they make their own little tweaked version of it to where it's for the modern era. And it's like, it's a nice, like, it got me hyped. I'm like, why couldn't the whole movie be like this? Like, the end credits are fucking amazing.
Nice.
So,
That's cool. Well, wanted to discuss The Boys
oh,
series
God.
finale.
Okay.
Here we go.
I don't know. They hyped it up. Hey, it's coming in the
Sure they
movie
did.
theater. It's coming to Regal.
I feel
Not,
bad for the people that paid for that.
right?
Yeah, John Campea saw it in the theater.
Well, I mean, I never read the comics, but then finding out like the differences, okay, I get it. But I still liked what they did. I dug it. Sure, it could have been a little bit more epic, towards the end. But I think they already set it up at the beginning. At least the beginning from of the season of what they were, what it was leading to. Um, so I thought it worked fine. And the fact that it became, still, one of the best gifts of memes over the last what 6 7 years. And I
Yeah.
think, I think the putting Homelander beside Vecna and the Night King as useless villains, I think is disrespectful because Anthony Starr as Homelander,
He
I
killed
Yeah.
I
it,
think
man.
still made a dent in the most recent, very memorable villains and performances. And I think that the guy deserves an Emmy, at least,
I don't know about
or
all that.
at least a nomination, at least a nomination.
At
I
least
mean,
for season one, in my opinion. If you're gonna do season one, I
or
thought he was
even like
great.
I think for season 1 to season 3 there were some performances in there that
Yeah.
that was
Yeah.
very unsettling and disturbing that he should have at least been nominated, at the very least. But yeah, I still enjoyed it. I dug it, and the fact that a lot of people, once you break it down and how it ended and how the characters, like, because I saw some of the cast interviews and like, okay, that makes sense to the character and what they were doing it with it for the show, and the fact that till the very end people were memeing about it and we're still talking about it, and yeah, I will miss the show. There is Vought Rising, whoop de doo, not till next year, not till
Nah,
next,
I'm good.
and there's supposed to be The Boys Mexico, which is
Yeah,
taking place after the events of this one. Which,
Los Hombres.
What?
yeah,
yeah, Los
it's
Hombres.
it's supposedly got Andor, Cassian Andor, Diego Luna in it.
Yeah,
So
Well, that's good. That's great.
that's why I
Um,
said what I said on the group chat. It's doing the NCIS Law and Order shit, where we're gonna have 23 fucking spin-offs from the original show. This is gonna be NCIS for the edge lords.
I can't take Soldier Boy's like every dick joke pun for another like Vought Rising. Like he's gonna do that the entire time there too. Like
No, I don't think so. I think he'll be a little bit more serious, based on the trailer.
I'm not even gonna watch it. I'm not even gonna watch it. I just after this
Because
finale, I'm good.
Stormfront's going to be there. So
Ooh,
Like,
that's the seller. Ooh, Stormfront, look out!
yeah,
I don't know.
And I
I
love
just
Jensen Ackles. I really do.
yeah,
I
I did
have
too.
since Supernatural, but I can't watch him
Yeah.
tarnish his career by taking a role where it's just stupid shit that nobody gives a fuck about. Like, good for you. You're Homelander's daddy. Great.
All for it to end
And
with
you
him back in the
and we'll
popsicle.
probably get, and during that time period we'll probably get a scene of you banging the shit out of Marilyn Monroe, blowing her back out. Like, yeah, we get it. Or fucking Shirley Temple or some shit. Like, we get it. You guys are so edgy. Like,
Yeah.
God, I fucking hate this franchise
Him
now.
him being put back into the tube, I thought was so stupid.
Oh, the whole
Yeah.
fucking season
Yeah.
was
I
dumb.
was like, oh, this is just so I did end up getting around because remember I told you that the last second to last episode, and
Mm-hmm.
spoiler alert, I shut it off before Frenchie got clapped.
Mm-hmm.
Because
Yeah.
I was like, I'm done. I was like, I don't even think I'm gonna do this. I can't do it anymore. And then of course I was like, well, just because I'm not a quitter. I was like, I'll finish it and I'll watch the finale.
That was my mentality too.
And I'm like, okay, well, you know what? It's what did I say? I was like, well, it's over, and
Mm.
that was
It
it.
was, I'm sorry, but it was a wet fart of an ending. Like,
Yep.
this is like Game of Thrones level of just like, I roll my, this is,
Yeah,
I wouldn't
yeah,
even, like, it's how I felt with Lost at the end of that series where I just, really? That's
yeah,
where we're gonna end. I roll my, and I know they
yeah.
did the little funny shit when he lost his powers and he tried to fly, and
Oh,
it's so,
suck your
so
dick.
cute. It was
Oh,
so cute. It was so, like I said, you guys are the last of the big spenders, aren't you clever? Like, great. The show was a fucking wet fart. I thought
yeah,
Stranger Things was gonna be the one where we go, yeah, this is bad, but Homelander season five, let's just call it what it is.
yeah,
Homelander season five, the Messiah complex, might give Stranger Things its series
yeah,
finale a run for its money. It's neck and neck.
yeah,
It's not
yeah.
as egregious because still Stranger Things had the Final Fantasy VIII boss battle toward the
Uh,
end, but
for what a
this is
second, for what a second for Kamiko to have her love moment, and I was like, oh, that's great.
exactly.
This
That's why I
Power
is.
of
said,
love always wins.
I'm glad that we butchered the pacing for this quick scene. Thank you, Frenchie, for that.
exactly.
And a moment with our sponsor. Here's Frenchie, and that's what it was for like that.
Your
Monke.
sacrifice was in vain. Good job.
I just,
It's just
yeah,
stupid because the plan was dumb. The fake V and all and I see a lot of these apologist load blowers going, you gotta understand. He's not as powerful as he was before because they fucked with him, and I don't want to hear that bullshit. He was beaten by half a kraken.
and his kid
Because
that he
his
pummeled
two
2 episodes ago.
tentacles, yeah, his two tentacles is half a kraken. The girl who finally speaks, she's no longer a deaf mute anymore. Okay.
She didn't do anything. She
I
didn't do
know,
anything.
she's sitting there
She
just,
just did the love blast at the end,
yeah,
and then
I'm so mad at you for killing my man. I'll get you.
She did the Care Bear stare.
the Care Bear stare.
I
Yeah,
would have
exactly.
preferred the Care Bear stare because that would have made more fucking sense. This show, and it's sad because this podcast was born out of this shit, and now I'm ashamed to even say I've ever watched The Boys. And I get it, I get it. There's no way in hell that you can do the shit in the comic that you would be canceled. I don't care if it's on.
They could have.
They would have been thrown. There would have been so many people losing their shit, getting that show would have been canceled by season two. So I get that you can't do the outrageous shit that's done in the comic book. Trust me, I get it, because there's some nasty shit in there that even I'm like, okay, Ennis, we get it. You're the extreme edge lord, the end all edge lords. We get it, bro. We get it. We got it with Cursed. We get it with the boys. We get it. You're the edge lord to end. You're the edge lord final boss. We know. We get it. So I understand that you can't put some of the nasty shit he put in there, but at least give some effort toward the end of the series. And this was like
Yeah.
phoned in. And that's why I say Anthony Stark, I disagree. He might be after this, maybe the first, even season 4, we start seeing it. He is a useless fucking villain because we got this whole diatribe of how he's gonna be the Messiah because the woman he sucked milk juice out of her tit told him that he's gonna be the prophet and the Messiah, and it fizzled out to be, well, you're such a great Messiah, you were tricked by a group of the fucking Caddyshack kids. Like, what was this? It was foretold you were the Messiah, but you couldn't figure out the plan that the butcher and all these other idiots were doing. And they made you look like a bitch. Like there's been tons of endings where you got to see the main villain, and we don't have to count but there's been plenty of villains that went out like G's.
I'll
That's
say
what I
this.
wanted to see.
I'll
Him
say
go out
this.
like a G.
The A Train Homelander fight was more exciting than what we
It
got.
was. That's
Mm.
what I'm saying. That's the problem. When I agree, when the A Train Homelander standoff was better than the finale's final fight,
Uh-huh.
you're a shitty writer.
Yeah.
Go
Yeah.
back to fucking grade school and learn how
Like
to
it,
fucking
it, it
code.
got so
The,
lazy with Homelander and Pond Boy. I was
Oh, Aqua
I
Girl or
I was
whatever.
like, and I appreciate that he didn't change, like through and through. He died, being the same dude he was. I appreciate that. But like again, why was the A Train Homelander incident so much more tense and like character developing and good? And then we just get a little,
Because A Train, that's where they actually did good writing because
yeah,
A Train got a redemption arc. That's
right,
why he got his
right.
redemption. Whereas the other side of the coin, it was a bunch of people stroking their dicks. That's the only reason why we had the finale, because we were just stroking our dicks.
Oh man.
Kripke and all these guys sat in a room snorting cocaine, going, you know what, guys? While we're circle jerking each other, it'd be a really good series finale. And that's why we got what we got. So, fuck
Yeah, it's
them.
a shame. It's a shame.
It is because this show had such promise to stick the landing, and it didn't even come close.
Yeah.
It stuck the landing about as good as you would have in 9/11. So, this, this shit was
Yo.
garbage. I'm sorry. This
It
shit was
was
garbage.
it was brutal. Yeah, I know. It was.
I'm happy for whoever enjoyed it, but fuck this show.
Yeah.
And I had to go back and rewatch it because I fell asleep multiple times, and I wasn't even tired. I was just like, my mom's like, "Hey, you're missing it. You gotta watch," because she knew I had to watch this for this fucking podcast. I'm like, "Yeah, I'm up. Let's rewind it."
Go back to work. Gotta watch this.
Yeah, I'm like, I'm up. I'm up. And I rewind it. 30 minutes later, I'd fall asleep, and she's like, "Hey, hey." I'm like, "I'm up. I'm up. I'm up. I'm up."
Yeah,
And I'd
it
have to
was it
rewind
was
it.
a
Like an
snoozer.
hour episode would turn into almost 2 hours because I was like,
I checked twice to see where I was, like how close I was to the end. Because I was like, can we just like hurry it
"Can
up,
we just
please?
end it already? Can we be done with it?"
Yeah.
Yeah, I was right
Yeah.
there with you, brother. I was right there. I was like, "Can we be done with this? Can we be?"
Yeah.
I'm glad. I'm glad for once the negative Nancy isn't just me on this podcast, but it's not just me because I'm always the guy that hates everything. But
Oh, I
critical thinking tells you that you could have had a better finale than this.
yes, yeah, they could have. If like I said, if
You
we're
know,
gonna
if you
if we're gonna use
tried.
if we're gonna use this season as an example, the A Train and Homelander situation is a good example of like we could have had better storytelling at the end here.
That's why I had hope they were gonna stick the landing because I was like, oh, okay. The season started off a little rocky, but that's some good
Yep.
stuff there.
Yeah.
There was some high point. I'm not gonna lie, there was some highlights in that when we weren't telling dick jokes and talking about eating pussy and who we fucked back in the 30s and like that's fine. But there was some promising stuff, and I was like, even the stuff with Starlight confronting her father.
Yeah.
I
Yep.
was
That
like,
was
man,
actually pretty good.
okay, here we go.
Yep.
And
Yep.
then we completely turn it on its head and go, but guys,
But
we're
back to the
edge
main event.
lords,
Yeah.
man. We're the final boss of the edge lords, man. We gotta be edgy for
I
those
mean,
2003 teenage boys.
I mean to kill all, that preacher guy, O'Father. Like
Oh,
they
with
put a
the ball
fucking ball
gag.
gag. Yeah.
Yeah. Blew his own head out.
I was
I was
like,
like, okay.
okay. And I was like, I know his superpowers is like sound and he's yelling and all that stuff, right? That's cool. But how the fuck is that gonna stop? Like,
How's he gonna blow
I'm
his own
like,
head off?
yeah, I was a little confused, right? And then I realized maybe like the like like he shouted so loudly, the ball started vibrating and it just like blew his head off like in that sense, right? And then I
I
was like,
guess. I guess.
Yeah, because
I didn't
that's
think
how it
about it
worked
too
in
hard.
Pulp Fiction.
I
I
really
don't
didn't
know.
think about it too hard. I was just kind of, I was so glad he was dead. I was like, dude, this, like, some of
So
these
was I.
characters
I was
are dead.
like, thank God you got rid of the fucking
I was
modern
like,
day Al Sharpton. Like, good for you.
this whole season felt like a wannabe Righteous Gemstone situation, and it was just
But
like,
yeah,
I can't do it anymore. I can't do it anymore. And I'm
Well,
glad it's over. I
I told everybody in the last podcast, it felt a little too close to home. Like with all of this,
yeah,
like this fucking Charlie
But
Kirk
but
stuff.
then none of the other stuff that they wrote in advance that like
right.
the president posting a picture of himself as Jesus, that actually came up before the
Yeah,
episode aired, and they already
Right.
had
yeah,
that
yeah,
locked down. It just
Yeah.
happened. So it just so happened that, and even the golden statue, I mean,
yep, yep,
Oh yeah,
exactly.
no
I was just
kidding.
like,
they had this plan way in advance. It's just so happening that this is actually happening in real life.
It's just
Wait,
Yeah,
crazy. Yeah.
and to counter off that, I don't feel the same way. Like it didn't feel like because there's too much goofy shit that happens in this that I can go, yeah, this feels like modern day. When I watched Daredevil Born Again this past season, I'm like,
Yeah,
yeah, this
that felt
feels like home
yeah.
because we're
Yeah.
living in a society that's going off the rails. And
Exactly.
this every time I finish an episode of Daredevil, I'm either A, bored out of my mind, or B, depressed, or a combination of both, where I'm like, well, I feel like going and blowing my fucking head off because Daredevil just told me what I already know. There's no hope left in humanity when even Daredevil fails. So this show's completely different where it's got to be so fucking goofy and off the rails that you're like, okay. Yeah, all I get is like 14-year-old edgelord vibes off of this show. Like I'm not depressed when I finish an episode of The Boys like I am Daredevil because it's just so fucking goofy. God,
Yeah, it
I hate
was
this show now, and
yeah,
I
I'm
hate to
glad it's
say
over.
that. I
I'm glad
am
it's
too.
over.
Hey,
'Cause,
good riddance, as our British brothers say. Good riddance to bad or rubbish.
and it's a
Get it out.
shame. It's a shame because the first season was just so good. Like I will never
The
I probably
first
would never
three
watch this show
seasons
again.
were great.
right?
Like I
Yeah,
won't even debate that. The first and then when season 4 came out, I was like, uh-oh.
Yeah, I'll
And
never
then
watch
when
this
they
show again.
announced season 5 was the end, I was like, uh-oh. And then we got the result of season 5. I was like,
Gen V
and
just
then
being a
Gen V got
pointless.
yeah,
Yeah.
Gen V got canceled. They were supposed to have a
exactly,
bigger role. Like
exactly.
they're going to Canada.
What was the point?
Ah,
And
Yeah.
that first season of Gen V was really good because they were setting up good arcs that you're like, hmm, wonder how this could work out and fall for a fallout for the boys. And then they're like, season 2 came and they're like, we're just gonna do wandering storylines and then we're canceling it. you know,
got him.
it's it's the tax write off.
Yeah, it was it's time has come and I will not watch the spin-offs. I will not watch the Hombres. I
Yeah,
uh
dude.
I tap out. I
Yeah.
Uncle, I tap out. No, I'm
I'm
done.
not
You know,
watching Los Lobos
seeing
either.
seeing
No.
like the deep, like getting fucking uh like
Eaten by Samuel L. Jackson.
skewered, no, skewered by fucking a kraken, and I was just like, wow. But that's kind of an ironic death because but then I realized he was kind of a dick to all the sea animals, so he deserved it. Like
Yeah.
like like
Yeah.
that's one of the things that I kind of appreciated about the boys is like that guy was a total dick. From the first season up until the very end when he
Yeah.
died, he was still a dick.
Yep.
Like for us, like we want character development. No, this guy had no character whatsoever, so like that's fine. Like, and
Yeah.
he was so stubborn. Like he would like Starlight was telling him like just be fucking nice. Be you can do something. You can help us out. No, no. I was like, what the fuck
And
is wrong
see,
with you?
that's the thing that agitates me about that. He does have no character development because from the first season, you're like, okay, I understand it because people are always fucking with him.
Yeah.
But then it goes
Second
all the way to
season,
season 5, and you're like,
second season where we got a little bit of like, oh, he might have some character development going on.
and
And
then
Yeah.
they
then
come to season
Then he
3 and
killed
they're
his
like,
lover, like
they
gotcha,
the
yeah, they
fucking
piss it
hospital.
gotcha.
away. They piss it away in
Gotcha.
season
We
3.
were just fucking, and then it goes all the way to season 5 where we're like, this guy's just the same asshole he's been from the first season. We got it in the first season because, like I said, people fucked with him. But after 5 years, it's time to grow the fuck up.
Yeah.
Yep.
It's insane. It's insane.
Like the ending of the boys in the comics is like fucking just ridiculously. Like, I was like, it's so like out there. So it really is out there.
It is
And
because of Ennis.
yeah, I kind of appreciated the fact that they did this ending for the TV because if they did that for the TV, I think
They
it would have
wouldn't have
been
been able to get away
yeah,
with that. There was no
'cause
way.
it was horrible. And then the way the way the dog died in the series, the peacefully this way was for me as a
Terra.
lot better for terror than the way he died in the comic
Mhm.
books.
How did he die in
Which
the
you
comics?
definitely would have been getting away with that shit in the show
Oh
because if you did that shit,
yeah,
they would have burned Amazon Studios down to the
PETA would
ground.
have destroyed Amazon Studios
Someone,
quick.
Yes, that
someone,
Bezos' shit would have been burnt
How
to
did he
the
die
ground.
in the comics?
Yeah. It's-
I don't want to. You can take this
I'm
one,
gonna Google it
Kuya.
right
You
now.
can
I'm gonna
take this
Google it.
one,
yeah,
Kuya,
I
because
don't want to say nothing because go ahead and
I'm not
just
doing
yeah.
that. Yeah, Google it. You do that. You do that, buddy.
I think this was the righteous way of doing it. Like when he
Yeah,
died, when
I'll agree
Terra
with
died so
you on
soon.
that point. I'll agree with you on that point.
And he kind of made Butcher realize that he's by himself and then, like he's gonna destroy everybody anyways, regardless.
Even
And
Butcher's a watered down version of what he is in the books because
yeah,
you Butcher has no fucking redeemable qualities
nope,
in the
none,
book
none,
whatsoever.
none.
He's almost more of a piece of shit than Homelander is.
Yep,
So
exactly.
you can't do. I understand, like I said, and I stated earlier, you can't do, and you would not get away with a lot of the stuff that is in the books. I get that. That I understand the tweaks, but could you have tried anything at all for this last season? Anything? Anything? So, because this is the one point where I will concede this never should have been anywhere close to the adaptation of the book because even if you're not easily offended, it was going to offend a lot of people because, like I said, Ennis is the final boss of Edge Lords. Like you read stuff like Cursed is even worse. That's even more graphic and grotesque. And people are saying we need an adaptation of Cursed. No, we don't. That book is grotesque even by my standards.
Did you see it, Jester?
Yeah, I saw it. I get why they didn't do it. I don't know.
Yeah,
I
PETA would be all over fucking
it
Amazon.
would have been really dark, yeah. And it's the other reason why they didn't do it is because you had the Homelander clone doing it.
Black Noir.
You know, yeah. But
But like for me, that would have been fucking amazing if they did that, the Bizarro ending
that would have,
for the
yeah, that's
boys.
kind of, I was hoping for that, but as soon as they
But
didn't
then as
with
soon as they didn't
Noor,
do that,
yeah,
I'm like, but yeah,
yeah,
like like in regards to it reminded me like the boys really reminded me so much of Game of Thrones. Like
yeah,
like at the very beginning, right? Everybody was like so hyped. Everybody was like this. All the things we were talking about, we were so excited. And then gradually, by season after season after season, we were just like, what the fuck? Where the fuck are they going with this? And then at the very end, the very last season, the very last episode of Game of Thrones, like everybody was like so fucking pissed at the ending. We
And then maybe we're wrong because there's guys like John Campea who came out of the theater going, I was worried, but
it's
they
okay now.
completely stuck the landing and they blew that up. It's one of the best series finales of all time.
he did it. He said that.
Yes, because he saw it in the theater and he did his out of
Uh,
theater reaction and he's like, I was worried, but they did it, guys. They did it.
They
Hugh,
And I'm
did
like,
dude,
it.
I shouldn't have
Huey,
trusted this fucking Canadian schmuck because I knew.
Huey and Starlight named their baby after the fucking dead girlfriend.
Yeah,
That was a
yeah.
little weird, and then like they were like all kissing like that, and they did that in front of the store where
Where
Adrian
she
ran her over.
exploded.
Yeah,
Yeah, yeah, it was a little weird.
like I was just like, it's a little too, even I'm not a super fan, but like when I saw that, I was like, what the fuck?
I don't know.
You
I
I
should have
don't know.
just stuck to my episodes of Fist of the North Star that are on Amazon right now. Fuck this shit.
Yeah, it was
At least Fist of the North Star is amazing. So that's it.
Exactly, and this is a good adaptation of the old stuff, so I'd
Yep,
rather
yep,
be watching that.
yep. It is. It is. It is. It is. I
And the
even like the
violence
old
in
night.
that serves a purpose too, unlike the fucking boys where it's just
just
random people exploding out of
gore
nowhere.
porn.
Yeah. Right. And I like Saw movies, so that tells you a lot about this fucking show. God.
Yeah, oh, man, that's just it.
It's a
It's a
tragedy.
show, you know. It's a
It is.
show.
It's a
It's
show. I
no,
agree.
it's core memories for us because again we started the podcast because of the fucking thing. But
And
Yeah,
but
I'll
at
always
at the end
appreciate this show
yep.
for that. I really do. But
But
it
at the end of
doesn't
the
get
day,
the past
it
to
was a
do what
letdown.
it
Yeah.
did.
It was a
So
letdown. It was an honest letdown for all of us.
And so with the boys ending, that's one less show that I because for a while, about a month ago, we had Maul, we had Invincible, we
yep,
had the boys, and
yeah,
then there's
Daredevil,
Daredevil, yeah, and then I had
we have Paradise.
the Testaments all at the same time. But
yep.
now I still have next week or this week is the season finale of the Testaments, which is the sequel spin-off to The Handmaiden's Tale.
Yeah.
And but fortunately that got renewed for a second season, so I'm excited for that. And then I still have Euphoria, so which I am
Oh,
also
Buck,
enjoying.
that one's
Wait,
a
you've
real
you've been
treat.
watching that?
Oh yeah, yeah,
Okay,
yeah.
I'm afraid.
Sydney Sweeney City.
I'm so
Oh,
afraid.
the Godzilla sequence of
Yep,
Sydney Sweeney.
exactly,
It's the
exactly.
attack of the 50-foot woman or
Yeah,
whatever. That's what that was supposed to be
Yeah,
making fun
Right,
of.
right.
I watched the other seasons. I'm also done. I'm done of that show. I wash my hands. I
as
tap
much
out.
as as much as like gratuitous nudity and sexual scenes, I'm all for and all that stuff.
You're
Every
not
time,
even
every
really
time,
getting that in this season. This season
I
is
know,
extra pretentious this
I
time
Oh
know.
yeah,
around.
oh yeah, yeah,
It is.
That's why.
That's
yeah.
why I'm having a hard time with it because it's so fucking pretentious this season. Like the only guy
No,
that
that's
I
what.
can get behind is Alamo this season.
Yes, yes. And
Like
his right hand man. I
His
love
right hand man's
that
a
guy.
menace. I love that
That
dude.
performance,
I know
fantastic.
the way he's intimidating
Like,
without even trying.
give me a show about him. I want to see a
I mean,
show
I
about
agree.
him.
I agree because he's even more intimidating than Alamo because he can
Yeah,
just look at you and he has these philosophy about stuff before he kills like the guy that he hacked up. He's like he had this whole philosophical talk with Rue and then had her sent out and then he just chops up somebody Scarface style. I'm like this. I
yep.
want a show about him. Fuck season 4 of Euphoria or the rest of this. I want a scene. I want a show of him. I agree.
Yeah. And then that guy, that actor that plays Alamo, he was
I love
also
him. He's a good actor.
um someone posted a meme, not a meme, but like a picture of him from another film, another well-beloved film. He plays, what does he play? Oh, in The Mummy Returns. He is
Yeah.
he is the
Damn, it's been so long.
Lochna. He plays
Oh,
Lochna, which is
yeah,
like the
that's right.
yeah,
I forgot about that. That was so
yeah.
long ago.
Yeah, when I saw that, I was like, "Oh my God, that's why he looks so familiar."
Yeah. He's a
So
good actor. Like I
he's
like him.
fantastic. He's fantastic.
There are some
Anytime they show Alamo and then his right hand man, I'm like, "Yeah, more of this, more of this."
that's what I'm saying. I love
Yeah,
that. I'm like, please give me more of this. And then we gotta go back to the pretentious shit of like I'm getting sick of this shit like glorifying like California is this great place.
Oh God.
Show me the dark side. Like maybe I'll
right,
write the show because
right.
show me the dark side of where like the homeless lady
Like
like
Skid
the
Row.
other day. No, I'm talking about even around here like the other day where the homeless lady lit a guy on fire with gasoline and everybody just sat there and watched him cry out while he was on fire. Show us the real nasty sides of California, not this pretentious Hollywood and everything's all the beautiful people and the big tits and the synthetic drugs and it's all just a great love. Shut the fuck up, bro. Like it's like a twisted version of La La Land. I get it. You guys are so much better and evolved than we are, and it gets really obnoxious. Like I want to see more character development from Zendaya's character other than I was a junkie and I'm always getting in trouble.
Right.
That's my whole story arc. And I always look unkempt and like I've never taken a shower in 3 weeks. That's
I,
great character development.
I did like the in the last episode. I like that scene of her in the church, um,
Yeah, that was good
where she's
because he
yeah,
finally showed some fucking emotion instead of being a goofy bitch.
right.
I also do like when what's her name slapped the shit out of her and knocked her into the painting facility because she
Right,
told her that I was like, God, that
right.
didn't even look like she hit her that hard. But it was like a WWE fall into the table. I was like, what the
And she didn't even get up. Like she just like
I know
stayed
she
there.
just stayed there with the fucking painting over her head. I was like,
Yeah.
in the paint. I was like, God, he didn't
Yep.
even hit you that hard.
But yeah, I just I enjoy the shit show for what it is.
I
It's
I do
it's
too, but I hate the pretentious shit. That's
oh
what
yeah,
aggravates me.
yeah.
That's
It's
annoying.
you can tell what's his name that created this.
Yeah, that
He's
Um
a pervert.
sucker.
yeah,
Yep.
yeah, absolutely.
He's
I'm
a
just
pervert.
like some of the stuff is just like unnecessary, but like what the hell?
Yeah. It was the train wreck that I could not stop watching was season 1 and 2.
Oh yeah,
And
season one I thought was like fantastic. Like that
yeah.
sucked me right in. I'm just like,
Yeah,
geez.
so me too. And then season 2 came out. I was like, okay. And I do think I don't know if it's morbid or if it's kind of cool that she talks to on the phone to the guy who died of a drug overdose in real life. I forget Fez or whatever his name is. I
Yeah,
can't remember the
Angus
actor.
Cloud.
Yeah, Angus Cloud,
Yeah,
that she is talking to him in jail. And I'm like, okay, I get you trying to keep his memory alive, but you should have got him like shanked in prison or something so we wouldn't have had to like call back to someone who's dead because of an overdose.
right. It's like the whole situation with Brian O'Connor in the Fast and Furious series.
Yeah,
I'm like,
exactly.
I
It's
mean,
like let him rest in peace, please.
right.
Like we don't need to make a buck off the dead. We really
Yeah.
don't.
And that was unfortunate, yeah, because Angus Cloud, he was also great in that first
He
season.
was. He was one of my favorite characters in
Yeah.
that
With
beginning
that little
season.
kid. Yeah.
Yeah, that little kid. I was like, this is unfortunately things happened the way they did, but that's why I said, can we not make money off the dead? Because it just makes me feel like I need to shower,
It's
even though
Hollywood, baby. That's why it's
I
so
know.
good.
Well, that's
Right.
why Euphoria makes you want to shower after you watch the show.
Oh, I know. I know. Trust me. I
No,
know.
they tripled down on this season where you're like, yeah, I need to take like 3 or 4 of them.
And I'm
Yeah,
not
it's,
sure. I'm not sure if we're even getting another season, or if
I
we
hope
do,
not.
I
I
don't think.
doubt it
I,
because all of these guys, including Zendaya, have blown up and have their careers have skyrocketed.
right.
Especially her and Sydney Sweeney, who you need and even Schaefer's character, even her, she's been doing a lot of work. If we do, we're not getting season 4 until another decade or so when they're all married and have 20 children and shit. That they'll be grown adults
Yeah, and I think
because
that there was also there's a strain on the relationship with Zendaya and Sam Levinson, who
that's what
created
I
the
heard
show.
too.
Yeah, at the premiere, she didn't even want to take a picture with him.
Yeah.
He was asking for a picture with her, but she was just like walking, and she was like telling him like, "Sorry, I gotta go." Like there's something, yeah, something
Yeah,
happened
something
where,
happened because
yeah,
that's another reason why this season has taken so fucking long to come out.
right.
It wasn't all Dune and Spider-Man.
Right,
So
right. So yeah, I mean, if they do make another season without Zendaya, who is one of the biggest
good
draws on the
luck.
show, yeah,
Good luck.
good luck. Or altogether, that's it. Like if this is the
You
final,
might as well be taking out Sydney Sweeney while you're at it too,
right.
because those
But yeah,
tits are the other half of the draw.
Mm.
Especially
oh
after the
man,
attack of the 50,000 foot woman, where
right, right.
you see him in very big. They triple, quadruple in size. We'll just put it that
Yeah,
way.
as it was
Mm.
unfolding, I was just like, "Whoa, is this really happening?" Like,
Yeah, like what the fuck am I watching?
Dude, I remember when my wife saw him when we were watching The Handmaid,
uh-huh.
and my wife was like, "Whoa, man, are those fake?" And I was like, "I don't think so."
Yeah, they're all natural. I
I was
mean,
like,
Well,
"I
it's
she's
don't
got
think
natural
so."
milker, so
oh
I don't
man.
Yeah,
know.
no,
I don't know
yeah,
if they're real or not.
I'm
It's
pretty
okay.
sure. I'm
It's all
pretty
right.
sure they're real,
That's
but
why
who knows?
they're real.
they've been fan casting Sydney Sweeney for to play Power Girl in James Gunn's DCU.
Of course.
Speaking of
Uh,
which, there's a new TV spot of Supergirl,
oh
which
God,
which
Yeah,
Jesus Christ!
something about it,
she's looking
and,
forward to
I
it.
don't.
it features her cousin Superman, who is giving her the super suit and tells her
Uh-huh.
it's
It's a little
color
brighter.
it's colorful so they know we're the good guys. And I'm just like,
Oh
what
fuck
the fuck?
you!
Joker is colorful. Is he a good guy? Like,
Like, hold on, hold on,
Sin-
hold on. Out of all the
Sinestro is
things to make
colorful.
Mike mad about
th-
Superman, this is the one that got you.
well, it doesn't make sense. Like,
I
It's fucking
agree. I
stupid.
you
agree. It
know,
doesn't make sense. Yeah, it's stupid.
that's the instant thought. That's the instant thing that came to my mind when I saw that. I'm like, the
Well,
Joker is colorful. And he's not a good guy.
someone in the comments put like Green Lantern fans right now, and they're all like pissed off because the lanterns show
By the
they're
way,
all
that new
colorful.
trailer, I think that new trailer looks good.
Oh,
I'm just like,
I
okay,
agree. I
you got my
agree.
interest. And
I'm back in. I'm back in.
you have to make me wait till August. You
Yeah,
have to make me wait till August. We can't
stupid.
get this during this. This is on HBO Max. You
They're
know,
clearly going for the Hal Jordan, evil Hal Jordan first. I think
which
that's what they're,
is
which is fine.
which is kind of a big swing to go first. I
It's a
mean,
huge swing,
you're
dude.
introducing us to this brand new Hal Jordan, and yet here you are, like, oh
Instantly
man,
gonna make him a villain, dude. I was like,
yeah,
okay.
Wait,
I
yeah.
was like, all right.
is he gonna play Parallax? What the fuck?
That's
Really?
some people putting those
Yeah,
rumors that
there's some
because
speculation.
he's such a dick in this.
And
Yeah,
it's
he
so
is.
that trailer is just so Zack Snyder. Like,
It's
you
very
Oh,
know,
Zack
but
Snyder.
hey kids, don't forget, we got a Green Lantern squirrel. You know, don't forget
Yeah.
about that. Like,
And remember,
oh,
James Gunn is no Zack Snyder. He's completely different. He wouldn't make that kind of.
Yeah.
realism shit,
Yeah, he would. Yeah, he would.
Oh
He's a
man.
colorful Guardians of the Galaxy type of guy.
Here's the thing with Guy Gardner or Nathan
Yeah.
Fillion was talking about in an interview how he dropped so many F-bombs in the show. I was like, this is not going to be a gung-ho, skippy show. It's going to be very dark and
Right.
grim. So, I mean,
We'll just be more of a serious version of the Peacemaker, because the Peacemaker did that
yeah,
same shit, only it
yeah,
was
and
goofy and over the top shit.
I was out after the first trailer of Lanterns. I was like, I don't care anymore. But then after I watched this new one, I was like, okay, you know what? I'm gonna watch it. I'm gonna be because I'm just such a huge Jon Stewart fan. Like I feel like I have to watch it. He's finally getting his live action debut.
Right.
Mhm.
It's like I gotta watch it. So
Well, I'm a huge Kyle Chandler fan. We won't get him and his tidy whities like we did John Cena, but you know,
well,
but
you never know. It's
I
James
love
Gunn.
don't please don't even put that into existence, because I love Kyle Chandler. I don't even think he would debase himself that much.
I'll probably put a banana hammock.
Oh, and he
Uh,
uses the lantern ring to make
yeah,
a dollar bill. Like,
Yeah,
wow.
counterfeit money.
counterfeit
Wow.
money. Yeah.
Wow. Like, because, that's what every fanboy's dream of,
hmm
to, hey, I'm going to make counterfeit money to play. Was it to play a song on a
Was it,
jukebox
I thought it was to do a slot machine,
or a
but
slot
I think
machine?
it could be
Yeah,
Yeah.
wrong.
Yeah. I'm just like,
Yeah.
yeah.
That's why I'm saying I think they're going for the Hal Jordan evil because it's
I,
almost like he was a good guy when Jon Stewart was a kid, and
right. Right.
he was all high spirited, and then now he just got weighed down by you know what I
drugs and
mean?
alcohol.
Yeah. And just dropping the F
But
bombs. I'm like, bro,
but
this is Green Lantern.
okay,
Like,
Yeah.
so
Yeah,
if he gets all depressed and all that shit, so that means all of his willpower is gone. So how the fuck is he getting the superpowers?
Uh, I
you'll
don't.
have to wait in
Yeah.
August. They're gonna
Well,
tell you in August, because he does have his powers. He made an orb to protect them when
yeah.
the government was shooting. So he does have power. He can fly.
yeah.
We saw him fly.
In his baby poop
And
green
his
suit.
exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
he's just a, and once again, he's a grizzled, foul-mouthed, worn-down veteran
Yeah.
teaching this young pup how to be a Green Lantern. I'm like, because we didn't see this story ever in cinema or television ever. This is new.
Yeah.
It's True Detective, but with lanterns.
Yeah. With
I
lanterns.
don't even get the True Detective vibes
I'm
out
not
I
of it.
don't
getting it
either.
either.
I don't
Like
either.
I combined Woody Harrelson and Matthew McConaughey didn't drop as many F bombs as Hal Jordan did in this trailer alone. I was like, what the fuck is going on? And I
Yeah.
get it, you can have a grizzle, but he uses the fuck word more than I do, and I celebrate that shit. I'm like, what is with this fucking guy? He's using it more than I do.
I'm
Take it
looking
easy.
forward to Guy in this one though. I'll say that. I'm very much looking when I saw him in the at the jail, I was like, okay. I was like, we get some more Nate coming back. Like, come on, man.
Yeah.
But
Yeah. I'm
And
curious to see how he interacts with Kyle Chandler and,
because
yeah.
he's always the odd man out. All the lanterns hate him,
Right.
so
Right.
I'm liking the fact
Right.
that he's involved here.
I'm hoping Kyle's Hal breaks Guy Gardner's fucking nose.
One can
Because
only hope.
he's got that, like Kyle Chandler, the way he's playing, from what I saw in this trailer, he's got that I wish a motherfucker would attitude.
Yeah, he
Hmm.
Yeah.
does.
Hmm.
Yeah.
Yep. Yep. Yeah. And I'm curious how this will translate. Like these are gonna connect with the movies.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So by the time Kyle Chandler's in the movie and he's in front of kids, he's not gonna be cursing. He's not gonna be dropping
Yeah,
the F
because
bomb, is he? Like,
you're gonna turn that Man of Tomorrow PG-13 into a rated R real fast if that's the case.
speaking of which, the Man of Tomorrow, we
And I just
got
want to say one thing real
yeah.
quick since you brought her up. Millie Alcock, I know you'll never see this, but girl, can you put away your inner Rachel Ziegler and shut the fuck up, please, because
Hmm.
you're
Hmm.
ruining it for Supergirl.
What's she
And
saying
that's
now?
she won't. She's already given a scapegoat to why the film will fail.
Oh
Once again,
shit.
cis white men, or just men. She even said just men in general. If it fails, it's because of all the misogynists that tried to see me fall.
Nice.
Shut the
Classic.
fuck up, Millie. Please, I
Classic.
love you.
Oh
I
man.
really do. Don't be a Rachel. Please, don't be a Rachel.
You'd be snorting that coke and jowling that jaw out there, just
Yeah,
Like,
yeah. What was up with
seriously.
that?
squeaking at the gala, bro.
Yeah, yeah,
Holy
yeah.
crap.
I was like,
Yeah.
whoa, a little too much coke there.
Yeah, that's why I said I don't want to hear what you've got to say when you've been snorting way too much of the booger sugar. You don't have a soapbox to preach to us about morality, bitch. All
Yeah,
right, go
so
ahead.
real
Sorry.
quick with with Man of Steel with the Man of Tomorrow sequel, we got a new cast member who joined the cast, and it's Matthew Lillard.
Uh, uh,
Um,
uh,
Plastic
and
Man?
supposedly the rumor is Plastic Man.
Is he gonna be like
Um,
Shaggy with the fucking
Why did they have to put
If
Stu
he's
in
if
here?
he's Plastic Man, I'm in.
that's the rumor that he might be playing Plastic Man,
Uh,
or it could be someone else. Who knows? So
See, I wish you hadn't told me that because I had no need to see this fucking movie, but now I gotta because I gotta support my boy Matthew.
Oh, the
yep,
other thing about lanterns is I want to say that the design for the rings is top notch, in my opinion. I think it looks so
it
good.
looks cool. Yeah, it looks cool.
I don't know about the lantern yet, but the rings just look so clean. Like, oh my, I almost want
so
one.
The
So,
lantern's
okay,
probably gonna look like a
are
popcorn
they
bucket.
are they gonna do Plastic Man as comedy relief or the fucking psychopath that everyone
I'm
knows
hoping
him
he'll be the
as?
psychopath. I'm hoping that's why they casted Matthew.
Because even Batman in the comic book said like he's the most fucking I can't deal with him.
No, he
That's
has
that's
no
that
backup plan for Plastic Man.
Yeah, because he's so out there, man.
Yeah,
Fucking
Yep.
he's unreadable.
We shall
uh,
see.
Jesus Christ.
Yep.
I'm
But
hoping.
yeah, Man of Tomorrow is currently filming, and that's supposed to
Is he
release
gonna
the
wear
next
is
year.
he gonna wear the classic
Here's
uniform?
hoping.
Most
The
likely. I
the
mean,
the fucking
knowing
no
James
the
Gunn.
onesie, yeah, the onesie with the V cut. So basically it looks like a Borat.
As long as it's colorful, so they know he's a good guy.
Yeah.
I could give a fuck about Super Bitch. I just want Matt to get done with the Batman Part 2 already so we can be.
Yes, that's right.
Oh,
That
please
would be our
finish it.
last topic.
Yeah.
There's only a handful of filmmakers or directors that know how to get people hyped up on social media. The first one I can think of is Zack Snyder. He knows how to get people excited, and of
Yeah.
course the cult. He posts a little
Yeah.
teaser. He
The
posts a
cult.
little teaser with a little comic book in the background, and everyone's speculating, oh, he's back in DC. But
Yeah.
Matt Reeves went on a Twitter spree a few weeks ago, announcing the returning cast with gifts from the Batman. And everyone was excited when Officer Martinez, was announced that he's returning. Uh,
That's cool.
Officer Martinez doesn't like the Batman, but he loves that Bruce Wayne.
Hmm.
And then, of course, officially welcoming to the cast, we've got Asia's number one actor, uh, you know, uh,
Oh,
Oh,
Scarlet.
Scarlett Johansson.
Scarlett
crap.
Johansson,
That doesn't
Nice.
really like give me a whole lot of hope.
who's supposedly playing Dent Duell. It's not Duella, not Duella.
Playing Dent's wife?
Yes, I believe so.
Oh,
Yeah,
Yeah.
interesting.
yeah. Let's see.
Did you see
Yeah.
the picture of the cowl over the
Gilda,
shoulders?
Gilda Dent.
Oh, Gilda Dent. Yeah,
Yeah,
that's
yeah,
fine. That's
yeah,
fine.
Oh,
yeah,
damn.
So
yeah.
is this bad, guys? Hear me out. I don't
Uh-oh.
remember like a fucking scene in the Batman, except for like the scene where the Riddler just went off and then he realized
Getting back shots in the cafe.
like at the end, like that scene with
Oh,
the
when he's
When
singing
he's
the
singing
opera.
Ave Maria.
Yeah.
yeah.
You don't
I just
remember the oh come on, what are you showing me scene? You don't
Yeah, yeah. Yeah.
I don't remember at
You
all.
don't
Like,
you don't remember Rata and like the
Yeah,
La
Spanish?
Rata, yeah.
Yeah, El Rata. Well, when was the last time you watched it?
the Batman?
Yeah, in the theater?
Yeah, like, yeah, probably.
Well, that's why.
Mm.
You're not a true Batman fan, now are you?
Oh yeah, I'm definitely the fucking number one Batman fan in the world.
Well,
As everybody knows.
did you see the photos of Pattinson with the cowl over the shoulders?
It looks
No,
good.
I didn't
Yeah, it
see that.
looks good. So this is the first time we might see in live action the cowl over the shoulders, like covering the
Okay, cool.
arms and stuff. And like, so that kind of got me pretty excited.
and
Um,
they're filming like the stuntman. His stuntman's like they're filming this tunnel scene or some shit where Batman drops on the fucking some Gotham police cruiser or some shit. It's like there's a big scene they're filming right now too.
Yeah, send that Jester in the group chat. I don't think I've
yep.
seen those
Let me see
pictures
if
Yeah,
I
yet.
because
can
I don't
find
Yeah,
it.
think I've seen that either,
yeah.
and I'd be interested to see it.
But yeah, they
Uh,
also Matt Reeves also announced Sebastian Stan, Bucky himself, who most likely is playing Harvey Dent.
yeah, that's a good choice.
That's a
And
good
then
choice.
everyone's favorite asshole father, Christopher, what's his name from Game of Thrones? Um,
Sodom Numbspa.
what's his name? Uh, he's oh my goodness, what's his name in Game of Thrones?
Tyrion.
Tyrion's father,
Oh,
Tywin Lannister.
Tyrion
Tywin.
Lannister.
Tywin, yeah, Tywin Lannister. Charles Dance. There you
Yeah.
go. Supposedly playing the father of Harvey Dent. Um,
Nice.
yeah.
You're no son of mine.
So, and then I know they announced other actors as well. Let's see, the Batman to new
I've
cast
just killed a
members.
man. Oh,
Let's see.
he was a great last action hero.
Brian Tyree Henry is also joining the cast.
I think that was my favorite Charles Dance movie. To be honest with
What,
you,
last action hero?
The Last Action Hero. He
He
was
was good.
such a
Oh,
good
okay,
villain in
nice.
that one.
So, going to have over the shoulder cape. Okay,
Yeah, do you
that would
see
be
the
cool.
photo?
Yeah, that would be
It's
cool.
nice.
If
It
It's
looks
nice.
pretty nice.
yeah, if that's legit, that's cool. Hmm. But yeah,
Uh,
that's currently filming, and then
yep.
Matt Reeves started it with snow tires on the Batmobile,
Hmm.
and everyone's so excited for snow in a Batman movie.
Oh, it's gonna be a Christmas movie. Huh.
No, it's
Well,
not
people
gonna
are
be
thinking it
Christmas.
might be Mr. Freeze.
That's what they were saying, but
Yeah,
I
but there's been a
I don't
bunch.
know.
They're saying Hush, Court of Owls. Like,
Right?
Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
there's
everyone,
been
everyone.
everyone's got their dick in the dike, so who knows?
They need to give it to the Court of Owls
But
Those
there's someone saying that's a
because of
reliable
what
source
they
that
did
it
with
is going to be a Hush storyline.
Hush would be cool. That would be very
Hush will be
unique.
okay.
It would
Yeah.
fit the vibe. It would fit the vibe of his style.
Right?
I
Yeah.
would prefer them set up for the Court of Owls so we can get that for part three and make it the main focus.
Yeah.
Period.
That would be interesting.
Like the
Yeah.
Long Halloween with Hush and the Court of Owls, right?
Yeah. Well, we gotta set it up a little bit because they sure as hell didn't do it in part one.
Right. Right.
Yep. So yeah,
Speaking of Batman though, I got the Lego Batman game.
nice. And
It's I've been playing it for about an hour and a half, but it's let's say it's Arkham Knight,
hmm
the Uncharted game, and Lego Star Wars had a baby.
Oh
okay.
wow.
Literally, it is if I was a kid that got this when I was like 10, bro, I would have thought this would have been the best game ever made.
Right.
Like
Right.
the action is actually very, very it's Arkham. It's you're playing an
Right.
Arkham game with
Yeah.
the action, and then there's like crawling and jumping and puzzles and it's actually a lot of fun so far. And they've mixed all the yeah, you're gonna love this one, Mike. They they have mixed all the Star Wars or not Star Wars, all the Batman storylines, and
Right,
they're
right.
combining all of them, making their own storyline, but giving not only nods, but they're actually like full on taking dialogue and like they're
That's cool.
they're doing the actual filming the same way, and but the thing that really made me laugh, the beginning of the game, you're at Ra's al Ghul's, you know, castle or whatever,
Okay,
doing that's how
nice.
you're learning how to play,
Oh,
right?
nice. That's awesome.
And guess what he's teaching Batman?
What?
Spinjitzu.
That's awesome.
All the ninjas are using Spinjitzu moves from Ninjago to try
Wow.
to take you out, and
Oh
then
man,
he's
that's cool.
teaching he's teaching you how to use Ninjago properly. That they
That's
actually
cool.
use that dialogue, so I thought that was a really cool, like,
Right,
all
Good
right, you're
nod.
in the Lego universe, but you're also,
right.
In the Batman universe.
yeah,
Yeah.
That's the similar approach they used with that last Star Wars game they did.
yeah,
Because they did those similar tongue-in-cheek type of
yeah,
Right,
yeah.
jokes.
right.
But they're also the way they're telling these stories in here so far, where they're getting in the co-op play at the same time is actually pretty clever while maintaining to the proper like lore of Batman and not just like they're not taking characters out.
Right.
It's pretty good. I would say it's a lot of fun. I'll play more tomorrow because I'm not working, but um I would say it's worth the money. There was some funny stuff. There's some very funny stuff in
Seventy
this game.
dollars, really? I don't
Nice.
know.
Well, it might be too early to tell, but I would say I'm having fun because it's already like crazy open world, and
Yeah,
I'm already in the Batmobile, and I'm already I think you have to be a Lego fan at the end of the day.
Now we're
If you
in.
if you liked the Lego Star Wars, the new Skywalker
yeah.
saga.
I'm not even a Lego fan at all, and I like that last Star Wars game that they did, the Skywalker saga.
Well, okay, then wait till I get a little bit more hours in.
Yeah, I want to wait and see what you say once it's gone for because I'm trying to save like I told Mike, I'm saving my money for that new 007 Bond
Yeah.
game.
Oh yeah, I want to play
That's
that
coming
too.
out this week. That's coming out this week.
Okay, so what we'll do is so you buy that, tell me if it's
I'm
worth
going
it,
to. I
and then
will.
I'll tell you if Lego Batman's worth it.
That's a deal.
All
That's a
right.
deal.
Because I am the 007 looks so close to like Uncharted that I was like, bro, I want to play that game so bad. And I love the casting they picked for 007.
Yeah.
So
And from what
I'm
I heard, the people that did the Hitman games, those more recent ones,
yes.
did this shit. So
Yep.
and I love
Nope.
those fucking games.
Yeah. So
So
And
yeah,
I
that's a
heard there's like
deal.
different ways of you like, uh completing your mission.
Yeah.
yeah,
You could like talk your way out of it and stuff. I thought that
yeah.
Hmm.
was cool.
Which
Um
never that's never the case for us.
yeah, right. I'm just gonna go guns a blazing, bro.
I'm like, oh,
Uh,
why would you talk to it? Come on, that's not a good
oh,
gameplay.
oh,
No
I
way.
also I was gonna tell, I can't remember, but I watched Man on Fire on Netflix.
Yep,
It was worth the binge.
All
yep.
right. I guess I'll
Uh,
have to
It's
watch it.
Yaya,
it
right?
was
It's
fun.
Yaya.
I know,
Yeah,
but I'm sick of these. This is like the
same,
third adaptation of Man on
same.
Reboot.
Fire.
Yeah, it was. I was very like, nah, I'm good. Until I saw somebody say like, oh, it was actually like pretty well paced, and I was like, you know what? I'll just if I watch the first episode, then and it blows, I'm out. But I watched the first episode, dude. I binged it. I binged it in 2 days. I was like, this
All
is
Nice.
actually pretty
right.
fun.
I'll have to watch it now then, because both of you said it's good, so
Yeah, it
I'll
it
have
was
to
fun.
check it out now.
I would say it's definitely worth the watch. If you don't, I would say if you don't like it in the first 2 episodes, then yeah, don't
I
finish it.
like the story, even the old movie with the old thing with Christian back in the day, like
Hmm.
even before Denzel. The story was
Yeah, the
fucking
Scott
amazing for
Glenn
me.
one or whatever it was.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. So like
Nah, this one's good though. I enjoyed it. It was
it's a
I will
different take. It's a different take on it.
yeah, and I would say I wasn't expecting it to be what it was. So I think I liked it for that.
All right, I'll check it out. Shit. Well, it's just like
Because
this
like,
is the third or fourth adaptation of
I
this shit. And
know.
it's like, come
I
on, how
know.
many times can we do Man on Fire?
Yeah. Have you
mm,
watched any trailers or anything like that?
Nope.
Okay, you know
I've
what?
just been going off what you and Kuya have been
Okay, then
saying.
yeah, going in blind is the best. Go in
yeah,
blind.
go online. Yeah,
Yeah.
Okay,
Yeah,
I'll
definitely
take
go in
your
blind.
I'll take your word for it.
yeah. For me, I was just like, as soon as I saw that the trailer, like, and Yaya was there, I'm like, yep, I'm
Yep.
gonna add this right now. And then
Yep.
like,
Yeah, I love him. He's only done one bad thing, and that wasn't even his fault. So
Yeah, it's worth the I don't know if they're gonna do a season two.
I'm not sure.
I hope they don't. I thought it was a good story in itself.
Yeah.
all
But
right, I'll
yeah,
check it out.
it's very, I don't know. It's similar but different. That's the whole how I saw it. Like when it comes to like,
It was its own thing, but with the
yeah,
same
it's
idea.
very similar. Yeah, it's very similar, but
Yeah.
it's not. Yeah,
Yeah. It
I'll
was
check
worth
it
it.
out.
yeah. I just like the guy. Every time I see him, I'm just like, I know I'm gonna watch it. He's like Denzel to me now. Like every time you see a Denzel movie, regardless of how shitty it looks, you're like, I gotta sit down and watch this, right? Yeah, it's
Right.
Denzel.
Yeah, it's
Now it's like like because of Wonder Man, because of all the things that he did, like the lately. Like when I saw Yaya, I'm like, yeah, I
Well, I
I have
wasn't gonna
to.
watch it because I got the bad taste of Apex in my mouth from Netflix, and
No,
I was like,
yeah,
I think I'm
Apex
done
with
with
Charlize.
Charlize
yeah,
Theron.
Yeah.
Yeah.
oh
So
that movie was
so it was bad.
shit.
Okay.
Oh, it was
The
bad.
meme is the only thing that's good that came out of that movie.
The what's his name dancing?
Yeah, yeah. I thought you
Yeah,
And
liked
that
see,
danger.
stupid bastard.
Yeah.
Hey, oh,
Yeah.
so what do you guys think? Apex or Plane? Which one's worse?
Oh,
Apex.
Apex all day long, dog. Apex
wait,
all day.
Not even. It's not
I'll
even
rewatch Plane.
close.
I'll
Gerard
rewatch
Butler
Plane.
wins again.
Yeah. Yeah.
Can never go wrong with the Butler.
Oh, speaking of Gerard Butler, did you see his
No.
new
No.
movie
Nope.
trailer?
Nope.
Which one?
Migration.
No, not
No.
Migration. No. It's a different
Greenland
one.
2?
It's I think it was him, if I'm not mistaken. He's a pilot again, but they crash landed in the ocean.
No, that's not him. That's
Oh, is that him?
what's his name? Trevor Slattery?
Oh, that
Trevor.
is Slattery. Yeah, that
Yeah,
is
yeah.
Trevor Slattery. That's
Ben Kingsley,
yeah.
and I forgot who else. Hold on. I did see that trailer for that. That actually looks
That looked
interesting.
interesting to me. Yeah, like when I saw that, I
What's it
could
Oh,
have,
called?
that looked interesting to you. And that,
yeah, I could have sworn it was Gerard Butler, man. I'm sorry.
hold
That
on.
was
Ben
That's
Kingsley plane movie
yeah.
because I can't think of the title. Deep Water
There you go.
yeah, deep
with
water.
Aaron Eckhart.
Oh, there you
Aaron
go. Aaron
Eckhart.
Eckhart.
Uh,
I don't know how you get Jared because Jared Butler is just like, oh yeah, I'll do another plane movie
oh, it's
Well,
because
horror.
I got to do it for
he's
That's
white,
Kuya.
so
I got to
that's
do it
like
for
the
Kuya.
people that get Logan Marshall Green mixed up with Tom Hardy. That I can kind of see a little bit, but
hey
where do you
man.
get Aaron Eckhart and Gerard Butler,
Yeah,
bro?
that's
Like
way out of
you
left
need
field,
your
dog.
eyes checked more than I do, bro.
Yeah, that's Deep Water. It already came out May 1st. It
It's on
says the
Hulu,
film
right?
no in theaters.
No,
No, it's
no
May
in
May
theaters.
theaters.
1st.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
It says the film follows the passengers and crew of a Los Angeles to Shanghai international flight that is forced to make an emergency crash landing in the Pacific Ocean. The survivors are then trapped in the wreckage, battling for their lives against a frenzy of circling
Gosh,
sharks.
yeah, that's that horror movie looking fucking
Yeah.
film.
Yeah.
Yeah. And then one of those sharks will speak in really bad Tagalog just for
Just
Yep,
Kuya.
for
Just for
Kuya.
Kuya.
exactly, exactly. I'm
And
gonna
then Gerard
God
Butler
damn it.
shows up at the end because, he's been in that situation before.
Let me save you guys. Let a real
Uh,
pilot save you guys.
Yeah.
Oh god.
Yeah,
that's funny.
that's Deep Water. I'm curious now how that's done in the box office.
Probably
Um,
not.
Uh,
Probably not good.
Probably not very well. Because
yeah.
it got very little promotion.
its rating
Grossed
is 6 out
approximately
of 10.
4.7 million worldwide. during its theatrical run, including about 4.2 million in North America.
That's rough.
Yeah,
Poor
That's really
Ben.
rough.
Poor
yeah.
Ben.
But
Yeah.
hey, Ben Kingsley, he's an actor.
Yeah, so
Well,
Sir
you
Ben
got
Kingsley.
Gerard Butler in there too, so
Yeah,
There you go.
Yeah.
and Aaron Eckhart, he's nothing,
yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
But yeah, that's pretty much it. That's all I have, unless anyone
Yeah.
else has anything.
Nah, that's all I
No,
got too.
I'll have my review on Obsession in the Backrooms next podcast. So
I
Okay.
am really curious about that film.
Back room
Uh,
or
well,
no
obsession?
that one creeps me the fuck out. But
Yeah.
but obsession. I'm really curious, particularly because we've got Indy Navarrete, who played who played Lana Lang's daughter in Superman and Lois, but now she actually gets to do something and it's like people are talking about it on all over Twitter.
What's it even
Um,
about? I don't understand.
so
Like, what's the hype?
there's
High school kids.
so it's a low budget horror film.
Okay.
Um, and then hold on, let me get the
Oh, it's
official.
written and directed by the same guy.
So, a supernatural horror film by writer-director Curry Barker about a man who uses a magical toy to make his crush fall in love with him, leading to terrifying possessive consequences. So, this premiered at TIFF, the film festival, in September of last year, but it just got its wide release just this past weekend, or like on the 15th. So, within the last week. And it's a low budget film. They made it for like 750,000, and now I think it's gonna hit 80 million at the box office
Whoa.
in a few days.
Talk about a paycheck.
Yeah, and that
well, and
and
Curry Barker's the hot commodity right now. He like people. He's very him and Zach Kreger are the two most sought off after people right now in this genre. So he's
Who?
something to look out for.
yeah,
Hmm.
Curry Barker. But yeah,
Oh, okay.
and it's the gifs and the memes are all over Twitter of Indy Navarrete as the character Nikki, and a lot of even like I don't know if it's a Hollywood Reporter or one of the trades were saying that she deserves to win an award for her performance in this film. Like what she does is just great and all that stuff. And then and I've been looking like there's that toy that they use in the film that's like people are making 3D prints of, and like there's shirts of the film. And
Hmm.
then I just so happened to follow the Facebook account, and then or was it the Instagram? It said something like, "Oh, text Nikki," which is her character in the film, right? And so I texted. Obviously, this is a marketing thing, and I was just like curious, like, okay, what? I mean, this is pretty cool. I'm all about that marketing, so I'm like, okay. So I text Nikki, and then she texts back, and she says, and it's got her picture of the character. And I told Julie like, hey, I'm gonna just because like just in case she sees my phone, and she's like, who's Nikki?
Yeah,
Yeah,
you just
yeah.
want to get in trouble.
Well, so I told her about the film last night, and I showed her a clip. I showed her a clip of Nikki acting like crazy in the restaurant, whatever, in a scene, and she's like, "Fuck no! Like, give me zombies. I don't want that possession. I don't want that possession shit." I'm like, okay, I guess I'm just gonna be interested in this one then. So I just told her like, "Hey, look, I'm just doing this thing just in case, just so you don't get surprised. Like, who's Nikki? Who's texting you? Like, this is the marketing thing, okay?" So yeah, so she texts and then she says, "Hey, it's Nikki. I'm so glad you reached out. I can't wait to chat with you. Before we do that, can you do something for me? Opt in. Oh yeah, you have to opt in to get the text messages." And then so I said yes, um and then she instantly replies, "I love you so 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 much. It means the world to me that we get to talk like this. Are you coming to see me? When in all caps. Okay, well I want to see you this weekend, so let's lock it in. Obviously, like get your tickets to see the
Yeah.
movie. Yeah. And then also, I hope this doesn't freak you out, but I made something for you. Do you like it? I hope you know that each and every song explains how much I love you more than anything in the fucking world. And it's a Spotify playlist of songs. I don't know if
God.
it's in the movie or it's just inspired, for the
Yeah.
character. But it's cool to see people get excited about a low budget horror film, that's just, that debuted last year at the film festival, but now
I
it's like
know.
it's getting people excited, and the fact that it's gaining a lot of traction
I
is
gotta
We
also
say,
finally get a good win here in horror.
horror is really coming up out of the woodworks with all the independent stuff.
yeah,
Yep,
yeah.
I'm happy for that's really cool.
it's
And
making
that,
my day.
and that's why when people say, "Oh, Hollywood doesn't come up with original," well, there's something original, like in almost every
Yeah.
genre when you think about it. But you just gotta, when
You
stuff like
gotta
this
go
comes
see
out,
him.
Like
exactly.
back rooms, like I'm so genuinely curious. Like I don't know, I don't even know what it even is about. That's the thing. I watched the
That
trailer like 3 times and I'm like, I don't understand what this is even
that was
supposed to
like
be
based off a
about.
YouTube short
Yeah,
film
it
that
was a
this kid
short
made,
little
right? He
like
was like
creepy.
16.
Yeah, it was like
Now
a
he's
Really?
20.
creepy
Yeah, now
pasta
he's 20
type
years
thing.
old. Yeah.
What a
Yeah.
trip.
So
Yeah.
now, and it got such a rave review that A24 bought the rights to distribute it into a full length movie now,
And he's
Jeez.
directing the film
and
as a
he's
20-year-old.
directing the
Yeah.
Oh,
film. Yep,
he's directing it. The guy that
Yeah.
the
yep,
original,
Yeah.
really?
yep.
And I mean, hey, wait, I mean, I love that those kind of stories because it's like, yeah, you bought the rights, you obviously liked what you saw, so you get the guy that made that original short
Yeah,
film to make your
yeah.
big budget. So I mean, yeah, he's 20 years old, but shit, you obviously saw something that you liked with what he did. So I'm like, that's great.
Yeah, and it
That's
can't
cool.
be any worse than Chris Stuckman's piece of shit film. So more
I
power
was
to you,
waiting.
buddy. But more power to you, buddy. I'm happy for you, but your movie was shit.
I was waiting for you to mention that.
That's the truth. That movie was shit. But
Yeah.
that I will, like I said, I will have my review on it in the next podcast because I'm going to see it as soon as
Well,
possible.
it wigged me. The one thing that made me nervous was it's got the that super tall basketball dude that was he played like the Spawn in Alien Romulus,
Oh
like
shit.
the alien
Oh
baby.
yeah, 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 yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah,
He did
yeah.
that.
he's in this, and I'm like, okay, this is gonna be this is gonna be a gnarly movie, bro. So yeah, that's gonna be interesting.
I'll let you guys know.
Yeah, please do.
Yeah, so with Obsession currently it says it's grossed over 79.7 million worldwide, including more than 58.5 million domestically.
That a
The
boy.
film achieved a virtually unprecedented box office milestone by pulling in an estimated 22.4 million in its second weekend, marking a 30% increase from its debut. So, and that's why like people have been talking about it. It's word of mouth, like,
Yeah,
Yeah.
and that's what's gotten people so excited.
and
And
that's why he's a hot commodity right now.
yeah,
Because I think I can't remember he's doing something big soon, and I can't remember. It's a major property, and I can't remember what it is.
Are you gonna see Mummy too?
Oh, the Lee Cronin shit.
Yeah. Are you gonna watch that?
I'm gonna work on watching it this week because a couple people told me it's dog shit, and then another person that I really trust said that the haters are blowing it out of proportion, and that it's really a damn good movie. So now I
Lee
have to
Cronin's
see.
The Mummy.
Well, and he did Evil Dead Rise, and I love that movie. It was really damn good. What he did with Evil Dead was fantastic. So now I have to see it.
Okay.
Yeah, the little girl just looks very creepy to me. Every time I see
Yeah,
it,
she does. Yeah.
So I'll
I'm like,
probably have a review on that on the next podcast as well.
Okay.
yeah. And then lastly, I forgot to mention this earlier, but the Amani, which is those creatures or those alien creatures in the Mandalorian and Grogu that were
Oh,
in the water,
the fish dudes or whatever. Yeah.
they fantastic. They creep me the fuck out.
Yeah, they
The
were pretty
the act
gnarly.
the action figure always looked creepy, that face, but
Yeah.
to see them come to life, because I think we saw one in A New Hope in the cantina, like in the background somewhere, I think.
We saw one in Clone Wars too, if I'm not mistaken, animated.
That's right. That's
Yeah.
right. Yeah,
Yep.
it's been such a long time now, but to bring it to live action, like I
Yeah.
was like, holy shit, they did very well because I think yeah, Phil Tippett came back for a lot of the puppetry and the animatronics or
Oh,
stuff.
okay.
Yeah, and you can see it with the Anzellans and all the other creatures, like fantastic, and
Yeah.
I mean, that's the thing. You can't go wrong with Favreau and Filoni because they, as big fanboys, they get it right. Like it's they balance it right with the right storytelling. I mean, it's safe, but it was still entertaining, and they
Yep.
brought out everything. So with that movie budget,
Yeah, no, my wife loved those guys too. She's like, man, those things are crazy looking, and I was like, yeah, they're pretty
yeah,
cool, man.
yeah, they were fucking gnarly. I was like, oh shit,
Yeah.
like
What is that species called again?
Amani, or
Um,
wait, is it Amani? Hold on. Yeah, it's Amani because the original one in I think in A New Hope is Amanaman. That's his name.
oh,
Amanaman, yeah, or no, Amanaman actually appeared in Jabba's palace in Return of the Jedi.
yes.
Yeah, and so the action figure, I was actually for whatever reason I never got it years ago. Um, it's actually now at like $30 on eBay because I'm assuming people are like buying it because there's nothing like there's not the most recent release. Yeah, now it's $45.
Dang.
And that was from like 2000 early 2000s because it's a man with Salacious Crumb with Jabba's like Kowakian lizard monkey.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, and now it's at $45. The cheapest I saw was like $30, and now it's like going up there.
Wait,
That's because they're back on
that's the
screen. Yeah.
monkey's name is Salacious Crow.
So
Scrum.
Salacious B Crumb.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Huh?
Which actually, I think the B stands for I don't know if it's Brian or something. Oh, hold on,
Brian.
shit. Salacious B Crumb. Yeah, that's his name. Hold on. I know there's some backstory with that, and I
And
always
then
love that guy's laugh.
the Amani are in 3 or 4 episodes of Clone Wars.
Shit, I don't remember. Yeah, man, I'm gonna have to.
Death of Utapau, In Search of the Crystal,
Oh,
then Crystal
okay,
Crisis.
gotcha.
Yeah, but it was if you remember right, the Crystal Crisis was the deleted episodes that never actually aired that were on
Right.
the season 6 DVD.
Uh-huh. Yeah,
But
yeah.
Jedi Crash, they were in that. That was the one episode that actually aired.
Right. Yeah, Salacious B. Crumb, that's his name. Kowakian monkey lizard who served as the jester for the crime lord Jabba the Hutt in the Star Wars saga, known for his shrill laugh and mischievous behavior. So, and yeah, he was like trying to like get on Leia in her slave outfit. He was like looking at
Yeah,
her, like look at
Hmm.
that skin.
yeah,
Oh,
But
that
yeah,
little bastard.
yeah.
yeah,
The one
yeah,
that sits on his shoulder or
Oh
whatever sits on the.
yeah,
yeah, that
Yeah,
little bastard.
The one that
yeah,
Okay.
ate 3PO's eye, right?
yeah,
Yeah,
yes,
yeah,
yeah.
yep, yeah. That's Salacious B. Crumb. Yep.
I had no
And
idea he had an actual fucking name, but
you can
okay.
actually get some of those at Galaxy's Edge,
yep.
which
You can
which
eat
is
them.
which has now been updated in the timeline because now we have Darth Vader and Luke Skywalker and Han Solo and Princess Leia.
It's bootleg Luke Skywalker and
Right.
bootleg Han Solo and
It's
bootleg
it,
Leia.
it's Jake Skywalker.
It's we have Luke Skywalker at home.
Dude, that fucking video with the fucking accent. Raise
Oh,
your lightsaber. I'm like,
it's
who the
so
fuck
bad.
is this shit?
So bad, bro.
Is this who the fuck casted this guy? Like, this is
Yeah.
not Luke Skywalker. Like, name him someone else. Give him like a brown shit ass brown cloak. Like, what the fuck? Like,
Yeah, it's so
why is
bad.
he Luke? I'm like, jeez, dude. I don't know.
Yeah.
Like, but yeah, actually we are going back first week of June
Are you?
with the
Okay.
family. Yeah, this just happened like within the last few weeks because my
Nice.
parents were like, you know what, we need to take a family Disney trip while we can still do it.
Nice.
And with and the goal is that they're surprising the grandkids. So we
Oh,
have
okay.
yeah, the grandkids have no idea, and we're like we have a group chat, but it's called we have a potluck family reunion in SoCal. That's what we're calling it. That, just so that the grandkids have no idea.
That's cool though.
Yeah,
That's cool.
yeah. So I'm like, I'm actually excited because I'm like, yeah, I've been looking at all the things like Galaxy's Edge. I'm like, I want to go back. I want to try some, there's like some new food from Mandalorian and like a
Yeah,
sandwich. Yeah.
yeah,
So I'm
I
like,
saw.
yeah, I want to try that. Except Martin Scorsese's not going to serve it to me.
Yeah, no,
Like,
of course not. That costs
yeah,
extra.
right. And
Uh,
Yep.
then they have that photo booth now where you can get like a badge, a photo ID badge, whether you're an
really?
X-wing pilot or you're a TIE pilot. You can be a Jedi or a rebel or an
Oh,
M.
that's cool.
Yeah, it's like $15, but it looks cool. The only thing is the wait time. Of course, at the Disney parks, it's a little bit of a wait, but they've put them in some movie theaters in SoCal as well. Like um,
Hmm.
one of the Cinemarks, like an hour away from Disneyland, has it, and there's no wait. And then same
Can you
with
text me that? I wanna
yeah,
I wanna see that.
yeah, it actually
I
looks
want one.
cool. Yeah, so that's why I'm hoping because now they used to have one booth, now they have two at Galaxy's Edge. So I'm hoping that when we're there, it's not going to be too quick because I'm not going to wait. If it's going to be more
Yeah.
than an hour, I'm
Yeah,
like
no way.
I'm only here for like a day at Disneyland and then another day at California Adventure. Like I don't want to waste my time.
Yeah, no kidding.
But yeah, it popped up like about a month ago. Let me send that to you.
Yeah, send me that because I want to see. I was thinking about just dropping by uh sometime in summer, but I don't know if I'm gonna end up going or not. I was gonna go to Star Wars Celebration, but I can't do that because,
Oh, that's right. Yeah.
you know,
All
scalpers
wrong.
suck balls.
Yep.
Yeah. Well, you never know. I mean, someone could be selling a ticket legit and not wanting to
Yeah.
flip, just selling it at cost.
Well,
And
I read somewhere that what happens a lot is the closer you get to the time,
hmm
people
The
start
more people.
canceling and
right,
then they put them back for sale.
right.
So I might just wait out and see.
Yeah,
But here's hoping.
right. Yeah, hopefully. I
Oh,
think I sent you
goodness.
the wrong one first.
Oh, shoot.
I sent you a second one
Okay.
on TikTok. Yeah,
Okay.
you can choose a stormtrooper, X-wing pilot, a bounty hunter.
I want to be an X-Wing pilot.
Yeah, it looks cool. And then there's like a filter, so it kind of puts something on you, like you're wearing the uniform, but it's just like it takes like your headshot.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
That's cool.
yeah. So it looks cool. I'm like,
Uh,
hey, something new.
let's see here.
Hmm. But yeah, and then they have right now they have Jabba's sail barge, which is a popcorn bucket, and then they have a protocol droid head, which is a popcorn bucket. And then there's like a strap on it. You can hang it around your shoulder. And then they have those BDX droids that appeared in the Mandalorian and Grogu in the background, which they've also turned into a popcorn bucket. Which is like, wow, I guess, yeah. Turn everything into a popcorn bucket. Why not? So,
Oh, those badges are cool, dude.
yeah, they look cool. Oh,
That's
and
pretty cool.
I forgot to mention they are now playing John Williams' Star Wars music in Galaxy's
Oh,
Edge.
it only took them a
Finally.
decade.
Yeah, yeah. I'm like, oh, I think yeah, it's better. It's better. Let's do that.
So dumb, dude.
Right.
But better late than never, I guess. Shoot.
And then now it's kind of like I guess fans were asking for it, but now that they've done it, like it's funny how some fans have like backtracked on that, like, no, that's too much.
Oh, come on. Oh, come
So
on.
what they did was now at Galaxy's Edge, they're now selling like regular merch that you would find at the Star Trader by Star Tours, and not just the in Galaxy merch that they used to sell.
Okay. Why?
Th- I don't know. They just like
Sounds so weird.
yeah, yeah. Because I thought it was kind of cool that it just in Galaxy's Edge, like you felt like you were really on,
Yeah, you had
in
different
that.
stuff in there.
Yeah,
Yeah.
like you wouldn't find a Funko Pop, but now you can find a Funko Pop or whatever, like
Okay.
like a
Well,
Loungefly purse or
that tells
backpack.
me that they're not selling things like they want to.
Probably not. Yeah, yeah. So they're like, hey,
Yeah.
while you're here,
Yeah, please buy this because we got overstock.
right? We don't want to ship this to Ross,
Yeah, our stuff's so expensive, you guys aren't buying it. So come on, guys, buy it here.
right? Yep.
But whatever.
But yeah, that's it.
All
Mhm.
right.
Another action-packed and loaded episode,
Fully
stuffed to
loaded.
the brim. Yeah. So yeah, thank
Mhm.
you guys for joining me. It's been fun.
Mhm.
Always.
Yeah.
Until the next episode, I mean, yeah, we got the summer movie season is has now officially begun with The Mandalorian and Grogu.
That's right.
So,
Oh man, with Apex, bro.
Yeah, how yeah.
hey,
Oh,
Charlize Theron stood on top of like what, a fake rock climbing wall at Times Square.
that's great. Good for her. I'm
Good
so
for her.
happy.
I guess that marketing didn't work, so
No, it did not. Well, it
It
worked on
did.
me because I suck. I got suckered into watching it and I got pissed off that
oh,
I.
because you saw that or
Yeah,
like
well, no, I just like I saw all the hype around it. I was like, yeah,
oh
okay,
okay.
I'll check it out. Like,
Yeah, yeah.
I was like, Taryn's been tearing it up, so I was like, I'll check it out. And then I was like, wow, that movie
Shit.
exists.
It was
Yeah,
shit.
Yep. Oh shit.
yeah.
Oh man. Alrighty. Until next time, see ya.
Later,
Laters.
guys.
Peace.
And where's the
And
stop
and
button?
he can't find it.
It's not here again.
I was gonna say, where's the bitch to say recording stop?
Yeah.
Oh, there we go.
Okay, we're leaving for reals now.
Yeah, see ya.
Bye.
Later.
Man.